I got it. Okay.
Health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see The People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact The People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden.
bucket to toss it out. Comes out to Cannon. Now Cannon sends it over to Slagle. She'll let it go for three. Oh, way off the mark. Wardlow with a rebound. Towered over Hagan for the rebound. She drives in, losing the handle out of bounds, and it will go to Barren County.
The shot disparity is getting larger every possession they turn it over there. They're just not even getting up enough shots to have a chance to score enough points to keep up.
McFall driving in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound comes off to Lindsay for Warren East. Then they throw it away. 3:57 to go in the first half. It's 38-15, Barren County.
13 turnovers for them.
McFall out of the side to toss it in. Comes out to Slagle. Slagle trying to make a move. Got around a screen there. Floats it back out. McFall, 18-footer. No. And rebound. Hagan going back up with it. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. And then McFall battled the rebound against Lindsay. Lindsay comes out there with it for Warren East.
Good battle.
Neville pulls up for a three. No good. Rebound off to Cannon. Cannon being pressured. Had it smacked out of her hands.
You can't. It's hard for me to write down a turnover on Alexis when they're just not calling fouls because it's a 23-point game.
I know.
You don't want to punish a kid in that type of situation, but that's what the game makes you call.
Full timeout here called by Warren East with 3:32 to go in the first half. It's Barren County 38, Warren East 15. We'll take a 30-second break here on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
Supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
And always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Injured yourself.
Solved. All right. Not sure what the issue was. It's BC Live is at the top of the bleachers here, so we can't communicate between them. Main thing is the audio is back up. Both radio's doing fine. The live stream is doing fine, and the Trojanettes are doing fine. 3:32 to go in the first half.
All good.
Barren County has hit 5 threes in this first half of play. And it's Warren East basketball on their end of the floor. As Brooks having some trouble, finally gets it left side, going under for the shot, no good. Rebound by Warren East. Neville with it, sends it back out top now to Jones. Jones working around the perimeter, drives against Slagle, puts it up off the window, no good. Slagle with a rebound, they reach in on her, and no whistle. And here's Slagle with the ball, trying to get around her defender, does, stops, feeds it off right side. McFall hooks it back to Slagle. Here's Harris for three, no good. And rebound comes off to Warren East as Jordan Brooks has it for the Lady Raiders. Off the left side, Neville on the wing. Neville being defended, stolen away by Harris, picked it up off the floor. And here she comes with it for the Trojanettes into the front court. Layla Harris, right side, McFall. McFall looking for a cutter. No. Dribbles with the left hand. Out top it comes to Slagle. Slagle wants to make a move. Can't. Bounce pass. She got fouled there. Cannon with the basketball trying to penetrate. Behind the back dribble. Now picks it up. Goes over to Harris. Harris in the corner. Carly Hagan. Carly Hagan had it smacked out of her hands and out of bounds.
They're probably letting a few things go, but here's what I'll say about that. It's probably good for us, in all honesty, when you got the group coming up. We're playing Franklin and all those teams that are really going to get up on us and ball pressure us. We just need to be able to play through it.
Yeah. In the corner is Slagle, right-hand side. Wants to go baseline. Goes under with a bounce pass in there to Hagan. She puts it up. It's no good, but a foul.
Good pass, just couldn't get the roll.
Foul is charged to Jordan Brooks. That is her first. Team's first of the quarter. Carly Hagan at the free throw line, a 5'7" junior, averaging 2 points a game for the Trojanettes. She'll have two here. First one is on the way. Good. for a Kentucky Farm Bureau Matt London free throw. Makes it 39-15. Trojanettes, 2:21 to go here in the first half. Hagan back to the line for one more. It's in the air, and it pops out. Rebound off to Jones for Warren East. 2:16 to go. Here's second quarter, 39-15, Barren County. Here's Brooks. Bounces inside there. Wardlow puts it up short. Coming up with the rebound, Mahala Burton, who's back in the court now. Sends it down the floor. Here's Harris going to the bucket. Puts it up and in. Harris with 8 points coming off the bench for the Trojanettes, and it's 41-15.
The layup right after you've missed one is maybe more nerve-wracking than anything.
And Harris almost took it away, tapped it away, and has turned over. Here comes Slagle. Bounce pass inside. Bird put it up. She's fouled.
Layla is a good addition to the top of that press because it not only causes havoc, but it allows Shelby to go off the top of it as a roamer. And so even if she doesn't pick it off, you got two back there playing kind of safety positions that can just go get the basketball and causes another turnover for Warren East.
Shelby Bird's first free throw toss is good. She's 3 for 3 this afternoon. 9 points in the ball game, 42-15. As Carly Hagan checks out for Barren County, and it is Hannah Bragg back in. Free throw by Bird, good. She's got an even 10. 43-15 Trojanettes with 1:45 to go here in the first half. Here's Jones driving with it to the right side on an angle. Gives it off to Wardlow. Spinning. Going up against Bragg. Bragg blocked the shot on her. And then Wardlow trying to reach in to tie it up. And possession will go back to Warren East. Wardlow plays pretty physical, pretty aggressive out there.
Yeah, she's a good athlete.
Yeah. And only a junior, who's the leading scorer of this Warren East basketball team. She's got it, spins into the paint, trying to go strong to the bucket. Foul called on Hannah Bragg. Second foul on Hannah Bragg. That'll be 3 on the Trojanettes here in this quarter. And Wardlow, who hit a pair of free throw shots back in the first quarter, at the line for 2. First one is up and good. Gives her 5 points along with a field goal back in the first quarter. 43-16, Barren County. Wardlow's second toss is too strong off the right side of the rim, and rebound to Burton. Gets with the basketball to Bird. Shelby Bird with the ball. Working in the paint, throws up a floater and hits it. About a 14-foot floater there. It's 12 points now for Shelby Bird. Lead is 29 with 1:15 to go here in the second quarter, excuse me. Working with it is Brooks. And all it goes to Wardlow for a 3-point attempt. No. And Neville saved it in bounds, but Bird grabs it for the Trojanettes. Shelby Bird gives it off to Burton. Another spot up 3. No good this time. Rimmed off. And the rebound by the Trojanettes. Addie Slagle gives it back to Burton. Fires it over to Bird. Bird with a 3-point attempt in the air. It rims no good. Crashing aboard was Bragg. Lost it. And now Harris comes up with the ball. Harris back to Bird. Sends it to Slagle. She'll spot up for a 3. It's no good. Bragg with a rebound. Threw it away in the hands of Neville, and the Warren East Lady Raiders have it with 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Several good looks at it. Just couldn't find it.
Would not go down. Yeah. 45-16. Jordan Brooks off the left side to Jones. Jones fires it across over to Neville. Neville's going to fire up a 3. No good. Missed it badly. Slagle with a rebound. Hit the knee. Got a 3-on-1 break. Shelby Bird throws up the floater in the lane. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Barren County with 7.6. No, actually goes to Warren East. Warren East basketball. Autumn Brooks will put the ball in play. Watch the run out, and it's coming to midcourt. As Autumn Brooks drives, throws it up over Bird, and hits it. Tough shot. And it was stolen away. It's picked off there at the end, but no shot. 45-18. Trojanettes lead Warren East here at halftime. Here in this 15th district matchup. We'll have our halftime report coming up. Our CRS Construction second quarter just ended with the Trojanettes outscoring the Lady Raiders 18-10 in that CRS Construction second quarter. Back with the SCRTC halftime report in 2 minutes on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Warren East, Trojanettes 45, the Lady Raiders 18. The Trojanettes led 27-8 at the end of the first quarter, outscoring Warren East 18-10 in that second quarter. This is the halftime report brought to you by SCRTC as we take a look at McDonald's halftime stats. First, for the Lady Raiders of Warren East, they had 6 field goals in the first half. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 field goals in the first half. One of those a three-point shot, and they were 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And for the scoring here in the first half for Warren East, they're led by Autumn Brooks, who has 7 out of 3 and a couple of 2s. Braylon Wardlow had 5 points in the first half, a field goal, 3 of 4 from the foul line, and 2 points each for Brooklyn Neville, Tatiana Hunt, and Tristan Lindsay. Here in this first half, Jordan Brooks started the ball game, did not score. Kaylee Jones saw action but did not score in the first half. For the Trojanettes, total of 16 field goals in the first half. 5 of those were three-point shots. They were 8 of 10 from the free throw line. 2 players already in double figures for Coach Piper Lindsay. Shelby Bird has 12 points in the first half, 4 baskets and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Mahala Burton scored 11, had 3 threes and a 2. 5 points for Ann Ashley Atkinson, a 3-point basket, 2 for 2 from the foul line. 4 points for Addie Slagle. Riley Wilson scored 2. Addison McFall had 2. 1 point for Carly Hagan on a free throw. Alexis Cannon saw action but did not score in the first half. And Layla Harris just under double figures coming off the bench. She has scored 8 points on 3 baskets, 1 of those a 3-point shot, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. So 27-point lead. It could have easily been a running clock. We just missed some easy shots there late in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they actually started making a few field goals there. And so I thought we played super, to be honest with you. 45 points and a half. I think you'll take that every day, especially coming off of over a week break with being only able to be in the gym one time. And a lot of those came off turnovers. A lot of them were around the rim. And as you mentioned, we could have had more. So, you know, it is a formula that you don't mind seeing. You know, you're a heavy favorite coming in this game, a game coming in you haven't played in over a week. So you need to be able to have a little bit of confidence early. I mean, Mahala came out on fire, knocking down the first couple of shots. I'd say she snuck in the gym a couple extra days, maybe doing some of that NTI work that we were doing. Maybe she had a little extra PE assignment to go in and shoot some threes, because it sure looked like she hadn't been off of over a week. So for the week, or for the afternoon, we are 16 of 34, 47%, cooled down from 59% in the first quarter, but 16 of 43 overall, 5 threes out of 13 for 38. And to be honest with you, we missed our last 5 threes. So we started out on fire. We were 5 of 8 until we missed our last 5 there, and it seems like all those were on the last couple of possessions. We held them to just 33% shooting on 7 of 21, 20% from behind the arc, just 1 of 5. They turned it over 15 times. We turned it over 4. We out-rebounded them 22-16 and only gave up 2 offensive boards, and we got 7 of our own. So we got up 9 more shots there in the first half. Or we made 9 more shots. We got up 13 more shots than they did. So those turnovers clearly contributing to the lack of offense for them and direct points for us. So a super half as we look to close out Warren East district slate with just 1 district win and continue to move ours to 5-0, a chance to go 6-0 a week from tonight when we travel to Allen County.
Looking at the foul situation, Hannah Bragg picked up 2 for Barren County. Kaylee Jones had 2 for Warren East, the only players that picked up at least 2 fouls. This has been our McDonald's halftime stat report. Got a few score updates from last night. There were actually some games played last night in the 4th region. This score update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. 1 girls game last night in the region. It was a district game down in District 13. Logan County beat Russellville 58-52. And in the boys game, it was Logan County 50, Russellville 47. The only games in the 4th region played last night. Only a few games, just a handful of games this afternoon or tonight. Glasgow Scotty girls and boys are up at Owensboro Apollo. Girls game will start at 4 o'clock with the boys game afterwards. Chase Landrum will have that broadcast over on WCLU Blue at 103.1 at 1490, about 3:45 this afternoon. That's a little over an hour from now. Logan County girls are at South Warren. That game started at 2 o'clock. Also, Cumberland County boys are slated to play at Pulaski Southwestern. And Greene County is in a doubleheader. Actually, no, they're split off. Greene County boys, whether it's the same location, at North Hardin today. Greene County boys playing Louisville Central. That game started at 11. I'm not sure if we have the final on that one yet. And then Greene County girls are slated to play Breckenridge County following the boys game. And that one started around 1 o'clock this afternoon, so that wouldn't be close to being over, I would think. But they are playing at the same location in the North Hardin shootout there today. That's all the games going on that involves local or area schools this afternoon or tonight. We're going to come back with our third quarter, second half, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home as we continue our coverage of Barren County basketball. The Trojanettes 45, Warren East 18. Back in 2 minutes on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly, or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Luke Pritchard, our producer. 45-18, Trojanettes by 27. Full slate of games next week. Makeup games and other games going on the schedule. Scheduled to play Cumberland County on Monday night at home. It'd be good to have a home game. We only had 2 home games in January, and that was Warren East and Glasgow. That was the only home games we had in January. And then the following night, Tuesday night, slated to go to Franklin Simpson. Friday night, the Trojans at home against Ohio County. Saturday night, we'll be at Allen County, Scottsville for a district doubleheader. Barren County's basketball, Sligo gets it into Burton. Now Burton will work against Neville out front. Dumps it down inside, it's picked off in there. Tried to go to Atkinson, picked off by Wardlow. Turnover by Barren. And then Warren East going to lose it out of bounds off their knee. That is Jordan Brooks turning it over. Got double teamed. And Barren County will get it back.
Sligo just knocked it, got her hand in there and knocked it off of her knee.
Yeah. As Sligo has the basketball for the Trojanettes. Works against Neville. Out front with it, looking left. Gets rid of it over to Shelby Bird. Out top is Atkinson. Drives it right side. Off to Slagle. Deep on the right wing. Now on the dribble there against Brooks. And what do we got here?
Illegal on Shelby or Riley. I couldn't tell which. Let's say it was on Shelby.
So that'll be her first. I didn't see it, but
complete on the opposite side of the ball there. A little down screen and wasn't much to it.
Warren East basketball, 40 seconds into the third quarter. Ball almost picked up by Atkinson, and I'm going to say I thought it went off Autumn Brooks, but they say nope. It's going to stay with Warren East out of the side across the way.
Not complaining, but I'm taking up for Shelby here. That looked like a really solid screen, and the Warren East kid just hit her in the chest and pushed her off the spot. Not much you can do there.
Got the Brooks twins out there, Autumn Brooks and Jordan Brooks, and there's a turnover. Coming up with it is Burton for the Trojanettes. Gets with the basketball, Atkinson into the corner. Bird pulls the trigger. 3, it's no good. And a rebound comes off to Jordan Brooks for Warren East. Baseball pass up to Neville. Neville crossover dribble. Stops and throws it back out to the right wing for Lindsay. 3, no good. Long rebound comes off to Burton. Burton heaves it down the floor. Shelby Bird to the basket. Stops. Let her defender go by and put it in.
Easiest points of the night, probably.
Shelby Bird 14 now, and it's 47-18. Trojanettes 29-point lead. That's been the largest, right?
Yes,
been the
I think that's right.
29.
Yeah.
Never got it to the 30 mark. Into the corner, Neville. Pass picked off by Wilson as she jumped in front of Wardlow. Trojanettes have it coming the other way. Here's Burton into the front court. Fires it off to Sligo. Out to Atkinson for the 3. Boom!
Her second one of the afternoon.
That's number 6 of the afternoon for the Trojanettes. Now the lead is 32, 50-18. In the corner, Neville trapped, and that ball goes off the leg. You got a turnover here. We got a easy fast break underneath Bird, back underneath the Sligo. She puts it up and in.
Extra unselfish.
Very unselfish with that one, and a timeout by Warren East here as the lead is bloomed out to 34. 52-18, and 5:42 to go here in the third quarter, and this will be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Trojans and Raiders coming up in Game 2 of our doubleheader here this afternoon from Warren East High School. Glad to be out for a little while. You know, a lot of people have been stuck inside their homes, and a lot of people without electricity and water, and luckily my electricity did not go off at home.
Yeah, very fortunate in that department as well. I know, like we talked about in the pregame, some people's power went off, then the water went out, and just not a whole lot they could do. I know some people were forced to go to some hotels just to be able to have water and heat.
Yeah. In between games, they will have the Hall of Fame inductions here at Warren East. I thought it might be homecoming, but not on a Saturday afternoon, I wouldn't think. Games that were made up.
Yeah, with all the road
schools
games
out and things like that. So
the road games, we've been really fortunate not to be a part of more homecomings or different activities that disrupted our flow.
Jordan Brooks with it for Warren East. Picked up by Burton. Bounces it off to Autumn Brooks. Autumn Brooks will send it back out to Neville for 3. It's good. Rings it in there. That's Neville's 32nd three-point shot. She leads the team in three-pointers this year, 52-31. It was 1 point shy. Here's Atkinson flipping up the shot. Whistle and a travel on Atkinson underneath the basket. Had it up to 34.
Yeah.
Just hadn't got it to that magic number of 35 for a running clock.
You could tell they called that timeout just to set that play up so Neville, who's their leading three-point shooter, could have a good look there, the double stagger at the top of the key.
Driving with it, Brooks leaves it in the corner. Neville brings it back out. Wardlow setting the screen. Bird stays with her. They almost threw it away. They go underneath and then hit the bottom of the backboard. Slagle comes out of there with it for the Trojanettes. Looking around, stopping, fires it off in the corner. Atkinson is going to be called for another walk. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, we've got 4 turnovers. We're racking up those turnovers just by. I like the pace we're playing at, but that pace, we've got to at least settle down, get our feet, put our dribble down before we take off and get a walk call.
Here is Jordan Brooks with it. Gives it off to Autumn Brooks. Drives to the basket. Puts it up. No good. Wardlow with the rebound. Back up and in.
Took a chance there and left the whole left side wide open and then put a scramble drill in play.
52-23. Slagle with the basketball. Left side it goes to Burton. Burton looking. Now Burton, one dribble out to Slagle. Getting pressured out there from Jordan Brooks. Wants to drive around her. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. It is good. Let's see if they count it. And a foul will be charged to Warren East. Slagle gets the bucket. And a foul is on Brooklyn Neville. That is her first, team's first of the third quarter. Slagle now with her 8th point of the ball game. Puts it back up to 31 at 54-23.
She hadn't been able to get the 3 going, but she has scored all of her points in the paint.
And an old-fashioned three-point play for Addie Slagle. We'll add to that, makes it 55-23 as Layla Harris, Addison McFall, and Hannah Bragg check back into the Trojanet lineup.
Game's never been really close.
No, it was 27-8 at the end of the first quarter.
But we've just flirted with that running clock to a point where we can't get there.
4 minutes gone here in this third quarter. 55-23 Trojanettes. Autumn Brooks with the basketball. Drives against Harris. And Harris almost picked it off, and then they lose it. Almost lost it out of bounds. Wardlow in the lane, no good. Got her on rebound, puts it back up at a foul.
Fall, I think, will get the foul.
That's her first, team second of the quarter. And Wardlow at the line, 3 of 4 this afternoon, despite shooting just 53% from the charity stripe on the year.
They haven't got there very much, but they don't shoot free throws very good as a team at all.
Only 54%, but she cans that one. Gives her 8. Yeah, 54% as a team on the season for Warren East. 55-24. Wardlow with a second of 2. It's on the way, and she missed it. Long rebound, chased down. Brooks comes up with it for Warren East. Out to Neville, wide open 3 look. No. Another offensive board. Wardlow with the lane, had it blocked by Bragg. Bragg comes up with the basketball, needs some help, trying to dribble out of trouble. Gets with the basketball to Burton. 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Long pass goes off to Harris, and she gets bumped by Wardlow. Her first, team second of the third quarter.
We gave up 2 offensive rebounds to them the whole first half. We've given up 4 this quarter. They really haven't done anything with it, though.
Yeah.
We're still floating around that 30-point lead margin.
Here's Burton, left side, Bird. Leaves it off with Harris on the left side. Back out now to McFall, getting pressure from Lindsay. Takes it to the right side. Back out to Bird. Bird trying to penetrate, can't go. Stops and bounces it off to McFall. McFall looking for the cutter, can't get it to Burton. And it comes out to Bird, had it knocked away. Got in trouble with it, got rid of the basketball, though. As they work it down, here's Harris going in for the layup, and she got it.
She just worked her way through 2 of them, didn't she?
Got to wiggle her way through, and that's 10 points for Layla Harris, and it's 57-24. 33-point lead for Barren at 2:45 to go in the third. Here's Wardlow driving it down in the lane, puts up the shot, good.
Wow.
Shot that one from her hip, and it went up and in, and a foul on the Trojanettes. And Foul is on Harris, her first, team's third. So the basket counts for Wardlow. That's 10 points, 5 in this quarter, 57-26. So Wardlow back of the line, one more shot, and it's on the way, and it is no good. Long rebound. It is chased down by McFall, and is swiped away by Lindsay and out of bounds. So Wardlow now has only hit one of her last 4 free throws. In for the Lady Raiders is Kaylee Jones. She'll replace Tristan Lindsay. McFall looking. Somebody's got to get open. Comes into Harris. 2:36 to go here in the third. 31-point lead for Barren. Harris gets rid of the basketball. Schlegel, floater, baseline, rimmed it in.
It's an odd stat line from her. She's got double figures without a 3.
Yeah. 11 points now for Schlegel. Backtracking in against Bragg. Puts up the shot. Missed it badly. And shouldn't have even tried to go for the rebound.
Did.
But got a foul in the backcourt on Autumn Brooks, her second. Team's third for Warren East.
Yeah, we didn't have to save it in bounds, but fortunately we did and found one of our teammates.
Yeah. Going to get Hunt back in the game for the Lady Raiders for Wardlow. Barren County's basketball. McFall will toss it in. It comes into Harris. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Barren up by 33. Harris, long bounce pass, right corner. Schlegel brings it out to the wing. Still in the dribble there against Brooks. Trying to drive, penetrating the lane. Kicks it back off the left wing. Here's McFall for 3. Got it.
Wasn't ready to shoot it and made it more of a difficult shot as sliding sideways.
So there's your running clock. 62-26 with a minute and 49 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah, up front with it is Jordan Brooks. Brooks has not scored in this basketball game for Warren East. Give it to Neville in the corner. Now Neville sends it out to Jones. Jones now to Jordan Brooks. Now Autumn Brooks driving a baseline, throws it up. It is no good, but a foul. And it's on Layla Harris, her second. Team's fourth of the quarter. At the line for Warren East is Autumn Brooks. Her first trip there this afternoon. 64% foul shooter. First one no good. Carly Hagan and Alexis Cannon checking back into the Trojanet lineup. Hannah Bragg and Ashley Atkinson will check out with a minute 22 to go here in the third. Again, we're in a running clock the rest of the game. Lindsay is back in for the Lady Raiders. And this free throw is up, and it's missed. Rebound off to Harris.
Barely drew iron.
Yeah, they've only 1 of 5 here in the third quarter. Here's a 3 by McFall. Air ball. And trying to save him going out of bounds was Cannon, but couldn't get there in time. And so Warren East basketball with a minute 6 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County leading 62-26. Autumn Brooks with a bounce pass off the left side. Jones over to Lindsay, right of the key. They go into Wardlow. Foul from behind. Called against Harris, her third. Team's fifth. And that will put Warren East at the free throw line. Wardlow will have 2 with 41 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Wardlow now has only hit one of her last 4. 4 of 7 overall. This free throw is good. It's 11 points now for Wardlow, 62-27. Second toss on the way, no good. Coming off with it is Harris. Harris sends it off the left side to McFall. McFall trying to make a move. Gets cut off in there by Hunt. Needs some help. Somebody come get it. Gives it off to Schlegel. Driving. Cuts it over the right side. 3 by Harris is no good. Ball's tipped out. Going for the rebound. Hunt gives it up to Wardlow. She wants to drive with it. Drives the basket. Scoops up the shot. It's no good. Harris with the rebound. Harris floats it up court. And it's McFall with it. McFall fires it over the right side. Schlegel underneath the basket. Back to McFall. Out of the corner. Shot is no good. Halfway down and came out. Warren East with the basketball the other way. Here's Wardlow, and that will tip the midcourt shot that goes out of bounds. We come to the end of 3. It's Barren County 62, Warren East 27. We'll return with a fourth quarter in 1 minute. This is Trojanet basketball on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
We're in a running clock. It is 62-27. Barren County. Trojanettes scored 17 that third quarter to the Lady Raiders 9. Only 3 field goals for Warren East in that third quarter.
We were 7 of 10. They were 3 of 10. So just kind of shows you what the game's been like overall.
Yeah. Neville fires up a three-point attempt. Not like a two-hand push shot.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That just was the old chicken wing.
Yeah. 62-30. That's her second 3 of the afternoon. Slagle with the basketball. Leaves it off in the corner. Working with it is Carly Hagan. Driving the bucket. Puts it up and in. Counted on a foul.
Good move out from the perimeter. Just a ball fake. That's what she prefers. Getting to the rim there and have a chance for an and-one opportunity.
Tristan Lindsay, her first personal foul. It's Carly Hagan at the free throw line. Puts it up. It is too strong. And the rebound comes off to Wardlow.
Nobody moved.
Everybody kind of stood around, thought it was a two-shot. Yeah. She made the bucket, and everybody just stood. Froze like the ice. Here's Wardlow trying to go up against Wilson and a foul.
Running clock. We're stopping it every time down the floor almost because we're fouling and putting them at the line.
Second foul on Riley Wilson. First one on Barren County here in the fourth quarter. This fourth quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Wardlow free throw good. 64-31. Addie Slagle checking out for the Trojanettes, and then for her, Layla Harris. Harris has 10 points today. Slagle goes out with 11. Free throw good again for Wardlow. 64-32. Trojanettes. Ball comes into Harris. Harris sends it back over to Cannon. Alexis Cannon. Oh, bad pass picked off there by Neville at midcourt. Try to go to McFall with it. Now Neville will send it back out to Jordan Brooks to set up. Harris puts the pressure on her.
Ain't nothing better when we get a running clock. We put in our reserves and they decide to press.
Yeah. Right side it goes to Neville. And we're going to have a foul on McFall.
Hey, Alexis, make sure we're in.
Her second, team second of the quarter. Tristan Lindsay will toss it in as it comes out to Jordan Brooks. Started by Layla Harris. Off to Autumn Brooks. Autumn Brooks spots up 17-footer, way off the mark. And underneath, here's Wardlow putting it up, and it came from nowhere and gets fouled on the play. And the foul will be on Layla Harris. That is her fourth.
Yeah. They do a better job rebounding there. We didn't even touch her. And she just kind of, like you said, came out of nowhere to get a rebound.
And so Wardlow is at the line with a chance to make an old-fashioned 3. Puts it up, and it is no good. And it comes right back to her. Out to Neville. Neville sends it left side. Brooks fires it down low. Underneath, shot put up and in by Autumn Brooks.
Spun around us.
Now the lead's cut to 28. 64 and a bad pass. It was ahead of Hannah Wilson. Trying to chase it down was Hagan, but apparently, I don't know if she stepped on the sideline or...
I have no idea what that call was.
What happened there? Our view was blocked, so we couldn't tell.
Turnover nonetheless.
So 5:45 to go here. 64-36. Trojanettes with a running clock. And Warren East, Jordan Brooks with a basketball for the Lady Raiders. Sends it in the middle. And here's Wardlow and a foul again. And this one's going to be on Riley Wilson, her third and the team's fourth. going to put Wardlow at the free throw line for 2 shots. First one no good for Wardlow. Going to get Hannah Bragg back into the Trojanet lineup here for Riley Wilson. I thought she went straight up too. But
well, she only had one arm up to begin with, but the point of a run clock is gone for naught this afternoon because we've had 47 fouls called on us after they didn't call anything in the whole first half.
I know.
And now it's a foul fest.
Yeah.
Not on a soapbox or anything.
They set it down to Hannah Wilson in the corner. Hannah Wilson back out to Cannon. Cannon moves in, has a shot blocked from 10 feet away. And coming up with it is Cannon. Throws it out to Hannah Wilson. Back to Cannon. Now Cannon out top. McFall turns and fires. 3, no good. Rebound by Wardlow. Up court it goes to Neville. Neville, as McFall trying to stay with her, falls down with it and loses it out of bounds. Barren County's basketball. The clock running here in the fourth with 4:42 to play. Layla Harris coming back in to the Trojanet lineup, playing with 4 fouls. Comes in for Addison McFall. Gets it into Hannah Bragg. Fires it left side over to Cannon. Cannon straight across, back over to Harris. Harris sends it down to Hannah Wilson. Hannah Wilson's in a trap. Back to Harris. Stops and fires a 3. No good, too strong.
He's gone cold from 3.
Yep. Rebound comes off to Neville. Throws it away down the floor. Is chased down by Hannah Bragg. Trojanettes coming back the other way with it. Hannah Wilson in the front court on the right side. Hannah Wilson out to Harris. Harris goes inside to Bragg. Underneath it goes to Hagan, and she puts it up and in.
An interior passing there will get us a bucket we needed to get it back to 29. Right?
Hagan has both baskets for Barren County in this fourth quarter. It's 66-37.
After we've scored, 21, 18, 17, we've got almost nothing in this quarter.
A little over halfway through. Here's Lindsay with the basketball. Lindsay, and it's broken up in there, but Wardlow chased it down, gives it back to Lindsay. Fires it off the left side. It's Neville. Now Neville will get rid of it to Brooks. It's Autumn Brooks. Jordan Brooks. Right side it goes to Wardlow. Fakes one way, goes the other. Spins against Bragg. Throws it up off balance. No good, falling away. And coming up with it was Harris, and she is fouled. It's on Tristan Lindsay, her second, team second. And we're going to get a couple of more players in for the Trojanettes, getting some playing time this afternoon. Reagan Griffiths, number 25, a 5'9 junior. Also in the ball game is Ava Mullins, a 5'11 sophomore, and Miley Commons, who has a basketball right now, a freshman. Throws it off to Cannon. In the corner, here's a shot by Griffiths, is no good. Rebound to Mullins. Gives it back to Commons, and now Cannon with a basketball. Hands it back off to Hannah Wilson with 2:35 to play. Hannah Wilson, I don't know if she dribbled it off her foot or Neville's foot. Apparently it's chased down. Hannah Wilson has it. And they try to reach in and throws it back over to Commons. Left side is Mullins. Mullins back out to Hannah Wilson. Hannah Wilson has to be strong with the ball because they're reaching in on her. They call the foul. This time it'll be on Jordan Brooks, her second, team's third of the quarter.
I don't know if they have reserves to put in down there or not.
They've only played, 7?
Got, 9 on the roster? They don't have very many kids.
There's 3 or 4 that's on the roster but haven't played. Full timeout call by Warren East. 2:06 to go. 66-37 Trojanettes. And we will be back in 30 seconds here on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
CRTC.
Trojanettes have 4 players in double figures. Shelby Bird has 14. Mahala Burton with 11, all in the first half. Addie Slagle has 11 points. Layla Harris has 10 for the Trojanettes. And Barren County only 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter despite that running clock that came with 1:49 to go in the third quarter. Barren was up 62-26. Been outscored since that time 11-4, and Carly Hagan had both baskets here in the fourth quarter.
I was going to say 3 out of the 4 have barely scored here in the second half. Shelby just got a bucket. Burton hadn't scored in the second half, and Layla's just got a bucket. So, primarily, Slagle's really done most of the scoring, and then it's spread out after that. A couple buckets, as you said, by Hagan, and just single buckets throughout.
Barren County's basketball. Hannah Wilson will toss it in. So it comes out to Cannon. Sends it to Commons. In the corner, Hannah Wilson for 3. Bingo!
We have made at least 2 threes in every quarter except this one, and that's just our first this quarter.
Riley Dental Group 3-point shot, and they thread the needle on that one for a pass and a shot miss, but a foul on the Warren East end will be called against number 20, Ava Mullins.
They just threw behind us. We had our heads staring at the ball, and we didn't know where a defender was.
Kaylee Jones at the line for 2 shots. First one is on the way, and it's no good.
But they have not been good, as their percentages say, from the free throw line.
Most of them been in the second half. They were 3 of 6 in the first half. Second shot of the way for Jones, and she got that one. Make it 69-38. Minute 43 to go in the ball game. Commons with the basketball, sends it down to the right corner. Back out to Hannah Wilson. Around it goes to Cannon. Cannon trying to penetrate into the lane. Backs out of it, had it smacked loose, had to go chase it down. Cannon, right side, Commons against Neville. Back out top, Wilson. Minute 25 to play. Here's Griffiths with the basketball, covered up by Hunt. Down in the corner, Commons. Commons had it smacked out of her hands, out of bounds by Neville. And now we see 3 new players coming in for Warren East. Hallie Hendrick, a 5'6" senior. Let's see who else came in. Reagan Wilson comes in for Barren. Reagan Wilson, a 5'11" sophomore. Clock running here in the fourth. There's Hannah Wilson with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Got 35, Charlie Albenbaugh, game a 5'10" sophomore. Commons with it for Barren. Bounces off to Reagan Wilson. Reagan Wilson bounces it out now to Griffiths. Griffiths taking it to left side, reverses back right. Hannah Wilson in the lane, going up with a shot in traffic. It's no good. And the rebound gets loose, and on the floor with it, diving for it. There was Hannah Wilson. Coming up with it is Warren East, Kaylee Jones. 26 seconds to play. Pulls up, free throw line shot, air ball, out of bounds. With 20 seconds, and the clock will tick down.
It'll be about all she wrote. 31. Looks a little bit different than 39, but they both go in the win column and a district win at that.
That's true. Hannah Wilson gets rid of it out to Griffiths. I'll let the clock run out here. 69-38 will be the final score here this afternoon. The Trojanettes win it over the Warren East Lady Raiders, and Warren East will drop to 8-10 on the year and 1-5 in district play. Barren County will go to 19-2 on the year and 5-0 in district play with one more district game to go, and that's at Allen County, Scottsville this next Saturday night. Well, Coach's comments coming up here, brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. Our postgame report brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Coach Lindsay puts the headsets on. Coach, congratulations. Coming out of the ice and snow, we come back, and we played well the first quarter. We really got things going. 3 threes there from Mahala Burton. You went up 27-8. Kind of slacked off a little bit off and on during the game, but still, you get a district win, and you're 5-0 now.
Yeah, at first, as far as our shooting goes, since we haven't been in the gym in a while, but we weren't. I thought we shot it really, really well. Mahala Burton, she just keeps continuing to come to play. I feel like early she was taking shots that weren't the best shots, and now I just think she's really taking really good shots, and they're falling for her, and things are just coming easier for her. I'm just proud of her for that. Taking some pressure, I think, off Shelby some at times, so just a great duo, which obviously we got triplets and quads, as far as our guard play and our bigs too. But yeah, definitely just proud of the girls for coming out and early getting an easy lead.
I know you told me the only practice you've had this week was yesterday.
That was it. Yeah, we came in yesterday and kind of played some, just got up and down and shot some, and then we did get to practice for about 30 minutes before we left today. But yeah, it didn't matter. Thank goodness.
You kind of get out of conditioning after you've been off a week and trying to get out of the routine, and now you're trying to get back in the routine because you got 3 games next week.
Yeah, and that's kind of what yesterday was. We just played, just try to push through. We did a lot of things up and down to try to get our stamina back, our endurance back. It will take a little time, but they're also kids. They're high school kids.
And everybody else is having the same issue.
That's exactly
anyway.
right. It's exactly right. And luckily we were able to play today.
4 players in double figures. Shelby Bird 14, 11 each from Burton and Slagle, and 10 from Layla Harris.
She came off the bench looking good too. Yeah. Yes, proud of her. The way she attacks the rim. She's also developed a good 3-point shot as well. Proud of her for the minutes that she's played and how she's been consistent. That's what we need from her.
Well, Coach, you go to 19-2, 5-0 in the district. You got Cumberland County scheduled for Monday night. They're a tough team. We scheduled them, and we played them in a scrimmage this year.
They're really good, and a lot of good guards, a lot of good guard play. We got to make sure we're ready to go.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations. See you Monday.
Okay, Jay, thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, they win it here 69-38 over Warren East. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with their post-game coverage brought to you by TJ Regional Health. 3-minute break here on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
You would like to nominate.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
East 69-38. Trojanettes went over the Lady Raiders as they're having the Hall of Fame inductions going on right now. So with that, we're going to take a 4-minute break. A 4-minute break. We'll come back with our post-game coverage here on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
He was All-District in 1988 and 1989. He played collegiate basketball at Brescia University. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Mr. Brian Compton.
Hall of Fame inductions continue here at Warren East. We'll take another 3-minute break and return here on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Was a standard.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Back at Warren East, where the Hall of Fame inductions have now concluded, we can get to our post-game coverage here of our girls' game, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Trojanettes winning 69-38 over the Warren East Lady Raiders to go to 19-2 on the year, 5-0 in district play. Warren East dropping to 8-10 on the season overall, and 1-5 in district play. As we take a look at the McDonald's post-game stats, Trojanettes jumped out early, 27-8 at the end of the first quarter, was 45-18 at halftime. 62-27 after 3, and win it by a score of 69-38. Had a running clock with a minute 49 to go in the third quarter when Barren County went up 62-26. Warren East had 13 field goals this afternoon. 3 of those were three-point shots. They were 9 of 20 from the free throw line. And that was only, let's see, if you do the math on that, Robert, that's what, 45% from the free throw line, 9 of 20. And 16 points for Braylon Wardlow this afternoon. She had 4 baskets, and she missed a bushel of free throws. I was looking just to try to count them here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She was 8 of, let's see, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She was 8 of 14 from the free throw line. 9 points for Autumn Brooks. Had 4 baskets. One of those a three-point shot. 8 points for Brooklyn Neville. 2 threes and a 2. 2 points for Tatiana Hunt. 2 points for Kristen Lindsay. 1 point for Kaylee Jones on a free throw. For Barren County this afternoon, 4 players in double figures, almost 5, as the Trojanettes hit 26 field goals this afternoon. 16 in the first half, 10 in the second half, 8 threes in the game this afternoon for the Trojanettes. 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Shelby Bird with 14. 12 of those came in the first half. She had 5 baskets, 4 of 4 from the foul line. 11 points from Mahala Burton, all in the first half. 3 threes and a 2-point basket. Addie Sligel scored 11 as well. 5 baskets and 1 free throw. 8 points for Ann Ashley Atkinson, 2 threes and a couple of free throws. 2 points for Riley Wilson. Addison McFall scores 5 and a 3 and a 2. Also 5 for Carly Hagan this afternoon. She scored both buckets in the fourth quarter. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Layla Harris gets in double figures with 10. Had 8 points in the first half. 4 baskets, 1 of those a 3-point shot. She was 1 of 2 from the foul line. And Hannah Wilson hitting a 3-point shot as well for the Trojanettes this afternoon. So Barren County winning big here by a score of 69-38. And Robert's got more stats brought to you by McDonald's.
26 of 51 is what I had. We didn't match things up there. I had 26 field goals,
Yes.
51 attempts, 8 of 20 from behind the arc. So we shoot better overall from everywhere than Mornice did tonight. 26 field goals, 8 threes compared. I had them 12 of 35. I may have missed a couple. You had 13. So I had them 12. 13 is probably right. 13 of 36 then, and 3 of 8 from 3 for them. We rebounded them 33-29. They had 21 turnovers. We only had 10. The story was easily our fast start. We got off to 11-2 start in the basketball game, forced him to call a timeout, and it was really honestly over from there. They never got closer as we flirted with the running clock from the middle of the second quarter on. The game quickly was all about our ability to score offensively. A 21-point quarter or 27-point quarter and an 18-point quarter in the first half. You get 45 at halftime. The offense is working and working well. So just overall a good performance after being off over a week. Shelby had a quiet 14, I thought. I mean, you could give her player of the game almost every day. You don't want to neglect her because she's so important to us. But Mihaela was what really got us off to a fast start. She hit a couple of threes, and she had 11, almost 8 of that 11 in the first quarter. So I thought she was a key to us getting going this afternoon. Play of the game, I thought Slagle was creative getting her 11 in the paint. She didn't hit a 3 tonight. She had 1 free throw, so 5 buckets all within the paint. I know one of those little buckets, kind of a nifty move to go in among the taller timber there. But of course, and Piper said it too, I think Layla has been really good. Mm-hmm. She didn't get in the game at Campbellsville the other night, and I think that kind of lit a little bit of spark underneath her, and she's played really well coming off the bench and gives us a defensive spark that we're able to turn into some instant offense. So, teams normally start shortening their rotation at this point in the year. We actually have found more ways to get more people in and do positive things for us, and that speaks volumes to how deep this team is. But we're going to be tested over the next few days. Hopefully we'll get the Cumberland game in Monday. That's going to be a test. Tuesday, Franklin's going to be a test. Allen next Saturday is going to be a test. So we've got an important stretch coming up, and 3 games in 4 days, counting today, will be part of that.
Yeah. So our player of the game from Southern States, Addie Slagle, 11 points this afternoon. And probably behind her would be Layla Harris, who had 10.
Yep.
So, but, almost 5 players in double figures. That's pretty good. You like that balanced scoring.
Absolutely.
Play of the game brought to you by CPC Commodities. That's always a tough one to pick out, as it is the case just about every game we play. I know we were in transition a few times, and
let's say this. Burton player of the game, and then Slagle for plays of the game. There with some.
There you go. I'll go with that.
How about that?
Because Mihaela got us going early, hitting those 3 threes in the first half. Addie Slagle coming up with some big plays in the game this afternoon. So there you go. Our play of the game are brought to you by CPC Commodities. Our players of the game brought to you by Southern States. And we're going to return and get ready for the guys. Trojans and Raiders, game 2, about 14 minutes away. We'll take a 2-minute break and return with our pregame coverage of the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Tip-Off in 2 minutes here on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
Dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, He's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
38. That's the 33rd win for Barren County. Didn't mention this during the game, but in the last 25 years, Trojanettes are 33-2 against Warren East Lady Raiders. Warren East won a game in 2008 and 2024 by 3 and by 8 respectively. Wanted to throw that in there.
Yep.
33-2 edge, and could be playing them in a district tournament. May not. Probably Glasgow, but we'll wait and see when all the brackets come out. But now it's time to get in and focus on the Trojans and the Raiders. The last time Barren County Trojans played a basketball game was a week ago last Friday night, where they lost to the Glasgow Scotties in District 15 game, 54-44. Trojans shot just 33.3%, only hit 1 of 11 from three-point range, and committed 19 turnovers in that game against the Scotties. Kate Hardy had 18 points. Gavin Nunn had a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. Barren County has lost 7 of their last 8, only going 2-7 in the month of January, and 2 wins, one over Warren East on January 2nd, 72-49 in a district game, and Campbellsville 79-70 in double overtime. Losses to Adair County by 15, Warren Central by 32, Glasgow by 8 in overtime, lost to Monroe by 6, Portland, Tennessee by 7, and Glasgow again by 10. So the Trojans have lost some close games here in the month of January as we end January here this afternoon at Warren East. Warren East last game was a district game with Allen County Scottsville a week ago Friday night, losing 88-65. Luke Barron led the Raiders with 26 points in that game. Braden Lightfoot had a double-double with 10 points and 15 rebounds. Warren East did hit 9 threes in that game against the Patriots. Their only win this season against Fort Campbell, and it was a 4-point win, 67-63, back on December 16th. They are 0-11 against 4th region teams, and almost half of the Raiders' field goals are from beyond the three-point line. They've made 168 threes. That's an average of 8 per game. The Trojans are 10-9 overall in the season, 2-2 in District 15. A 1-point win over Allen County Scottsville at Barren County, 56-55, with the Patriots in a rematch next Saturday in Scottsville, which has now been scheduled for the 3rd time this year due to Allen County Scottsville girls being in the 2A state tournament. And I wish when it comes to scheduling district opponents during the 2A state tournament week that would not happen again. But that's just how it went this year. And then the weather forced it to be rescheduled again a second time, and then a third time, because it was originally scheduled back January 16th. And the 23-point win over Warren East, 2 losses to Glasgow by the Patriots, or by the Raiders. The Raiders are just 1-19, as I mentioned, 0-5 in district play. Losses to Glasgow twice, 37-28. Allen County Scottsville 22-23, and the 23-point loss to Barren County. So it looks like Barren County will play Allen County Scottsville in the 15th district tournament in about 3 weeks at Glasgow High. Warren East will be the 4 seed. They'll play number 1 seed Glasgow in the tournament. The only thing to see who is the 2nd seed, who is the 3rd seed, who's the home team, who's the guest team, and that will be determined next Saturday in Scottsville, as Glasgow is 5-0, Barren County, Allen County, Scottsville both 2-2. Warren East is 0-5, and so after a week layoff, just a little bit of practice time, will this be a little rusty game for both teams? How will the teams respond?
Well, the boys are in a very similar situation to the girls. They were only able to make it in the gym one time, and that was a practice yesterday. I know they at least got some shots up before they came down here today. And the boys are in a different situation than the girls in this respect. You know, the girls are approaching 20 wins. The boys have half of that. We started out the year 8-2, and have just been able to go 2-7 since. So we have to find a little bit of a groove, and there's a time where if you were playing well, you wouldn't want to take off those 7 or 8 days. But we haven't been playing well, so maybe we kind of are using that rest or using that time off to hit the reset button and then kind of get ready for this last stretch of the 3 weeks we have before district tournament. So I know yesterday was, you know, as you would expect, was kind of an up and down practice and just kind of getting some things in order. I used knocking off the rush for the girls there. The boys have got to be doing the same. But they're in a stretch where they really have a chance to do that overall. You know, we play Warren East today, Cumberland, Franklin. Those teams don't have great records. Ohio County does, and then you go into a very important game with Allen County. The seeding is inconsequential. The 2, the 3, we're going to play each other. But we're in a stretch where we really have some ability to win several games. You look down the stretch to end the year, Clinton, Greenwood, Taylor, 3 of your last 4 are against really good teams, but this stretch of 5 or so games are all games you should be able to at least compete and win in. So that has to start tonight against 1-19. Warren East, they haven't won a game in the region. They haven't really been competitive, hardly at all. They shoot a ton of threes, so the only chance they have is really getting a lot of those threes to go in, and we have to make sure that our ball pressure is good enough where they don't get a lot of open looks and find some confidence. And as you mentioned to Piper, every team in the region is in the same situation. Nobody's been able to get in the gym. Some teams in the state still aren't allowed in the gym. If you look at some things going on and how people were affected. So hopefully we'll use this as a positive opportunity to get out and enjoy ourselves this afternoon and pick up our 11th victory.
You look back at the earlier game, the Trojans winning 72-49 back on January 2nd. Trojans shot almost 44%, hit 4 of 17 from three-point land, but only 12 of 23 at the free throw line, but out-rebounded Warren East 54-15. 54-15. Warren East shot just 32%. They hit 10 threes out of 27 attempts in that ball game, and Gavin Nunn had a double-double in that ball game, 15 points, 12 rebounds. Weston Shelton had 13, Kate Hardy had 11, and Gavin Bird had 11 rebounds in that game for the Trojans. Luke Barren and Cooper Doyle led the Raiders with 16 and 12. The Raiders are averaging 55 points a game. They shoot 36.7%. As I mentioned earlier, almost half of their field goals have been from behind the arc, 163 on the season. That's an average of 8 a game, but only shooting 28% from three-point land. They shoot 63.4% from the foul line, average 24 rebounds. The Trojans are averaging 60 points a game. They shoot 41.5% from the field. They've made 97 threes on the year. That's at 29%, and 67% from the foul line and 33 rebounds a game. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll come back with our starting lineups of this afternoon's ball game between the Trojans and the Raiders as we continue our Don Franklin countdown to tip-off, and we'll have the opening tip-off brought to you by Farmers RECC. Back in 2 minutes, Trojans and Raiders here on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Starting lineups this afternoon brought to you by Lakeside Recycling. First for the Warren East Raiders, fifth-year head coach Kyle Benj. Starting Cooper Doyle, 5'10 sophomore, 12.5 points a game. Luke Barren, a 6-foot sophomore, averages 13. Mayan Reynolds, 6'2 sophomore, just under 12 points a game and 7.5 rebounds. Braden Lightfoot, 5'11 senior, 4.2 a game and 6 rebounds. Warner Combs, a 6-foot sophomore. Warren County Trojans under 18th-year head coach Warren Cunningham and his assistant coaching staff, Craig Pippin, along with Gavin Withrow, Tucker Kirkpatrick, Mason Bunch, Kate Hardy, number 23, 6 foot 155 and a senior, averaging 13.3 points a game. Weston Shelton is the other guard, is 6 foot 160, a sophomore, 11.1 points and 4.7 rebounds. Gavin Dunn, 6'7", 250, a senior, 10.2 points, 8 rebounds a game. Jackson Bird, 6'3", 195, senior, 5.7 points, 5 rebounds. Cameron Pippin, 6'4", 165, and a senior, averages just over 8 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. So those are your starters this afternoon between the Trojans and the Raiders. Game 2 or doubleheader. If you missed the girls' game, Trojanettes win it 69-38 over the Lady Raiders. And our first quarter of action here this afternoon brought to you by Raphael Sports Bar. The opening tip-off brought to you by Farmers RECC. The officials are the same three we had in the girls' game: Larry Hammer, Tony Franklin, and Logan Greer. And the officials are sponsored by Extreme Health Club and Fitness for Women and ATM Media Solutions. After today, we got Cumberland County on the schedule for Monday night at Barren County. Girls game starting at 6 o'clock. We'll be on there at 5:45. Probably be no school Monday, but the roads are good enough to have sporting events, and so come out. We got a good crowd here today for this Barren County Warren East district matchup, as the fans of Barren County City behind us here, Warren East across the way. Then Tuesday night, we're traveling down to Franklin Simpson for a girl-boy doubleheader. Friday night, Trojans are at home against Ohio County. That'll be a JV varsity doubleheader. And then Saturday night, a week from tonight, we will be down at Allen County, Scottsville, for a rematch with the Patriots and Lady Patriots. Barren County in their black traveling uniforms this afternoon with burgundy and gold stripes down the sides. Barren County in burgundy and gold. Burgundy with outlined in gold and numbers as well. Warren East to our left, and they'll be in their home white with blue numbers and letters outlined in light gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for your Warren East.
So, I'm thinking we got a pretty good crowd here today, Robert, for this matchup. Everybody wanted to get out of the house. Been kind of secluded in for a week or so, and it's been tough. All this ice and snow, and still it'll stay on the ground for quite some time, as cold as it's been. Hopefully it'll warm up by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll melt a lot of this off.
Yeah, 40 on Monday, 44 on Tuesday, so a decent warm-up that'll definitely cut into some of that ice, hopefully, and we can get back into school as soon as possible. I know, like you said, most people just want out of the house and want to kind of see different people than the people they live in the house with, and maybe actually go out and get something to eat instead of having to cook all the different varieties of soup that you can think of.
Yeah. Charles Lewis, who does the scoreboard clock down here at Warren East, known him for many, many years. I was wanting to look this way and just wanted him to acknowledge what size of a popcorn bag he's got with him there beside the clock.
That's the free refill popcorn bag you get at the movie theater.
Like in the movies,
right?
Isn't it?
That's right.
Huge bag.
Extra butter.
Yeah. It's Mayan Reynolds for Warren East. Gavin Nunn for Barren County in the jump circle. And Larry Hammer will step in to toss it up, and we'll be set to go. Warren East going left to right, Barren County right to left. Here's the toss and the tap, controlled by the Trojans. Weston Shelton will get things going for Barren County. Hardy on the right wing. Cade Hardy looking inside, got it, dumps it down in there to Nunn. One dribble goes up in traffic, no, got his own rebound, trying to go back up strong, no good again, tapped it up and in.
Gavin just wanted 3 rebounds there to start the afternoon to get his first bucket.
And it's 2-0 to start the ball game. Cooper Doyle, very small Warren East basketball team, probably the shortest team in Warren East that we've seen in a long time. Here's a 3-point attempt, banked in by Lightfoot.
He's not one of their top 3-point shooters at all. He actually just have 5 made threes on the whole season. But you can't leave any of them open because they all just want to shoot a 3.
Yeah, and a 2-3 zone here, a 3-2 by Warren East. Shelton lobs it down into Bird, one dribble, double team, hands it off right there to Nunn. He lays it in.
I was going to say before the game, Gavin has to be player of the game, especially early if we want to get off to a good start, because you just mentioned they have literally no size.
Yeah, I mean, 5'10", 6 foot, 6'2" their tallest guy. And falling down and going out of bounds was Doyle. Just lost his footing, went to the deck. Barren County's basketball, minute 6 into the first quarter here. 4-3 Trojans with a lead. As Cade Hardy brings it up for Barren County. Sends it off to Shelton to the right side.
Didn't stay zone long.
Nope, they've switched up. Shelton now looking, putting down a couple of dribbles, throws it over to the left side. Cade Hardy driving, baseline, fade away, no. Rebound, Nunn. Try to spin back left, and Lightfoot reached in and tied it up. We're going to have a jump ball possession, goes to Warren East. I think if he went the other way, he wouldn't have had any trouble there, but Lightfoot was right there to defend him when he turned left. So Cooper Doyle with a basketball for Warren East. They set a double screen out top for him. Takes it left side, reversing back right. Now picks up his dribble. Goes off to Combs. Combs fires it right side of Lightfoot. Lightfoot hands it off in the corner there to Reynolds. Reynolds brings it back out. Gives it there to Barren. Barren is their leading scorer at 13 points a game. That 3 is going to go out of bounds. Now they got 3 guys average double figures. Barren averages 13, Doyle 12.5, and Reynolds just under 12.
And they all seem like they can shoot the 3. All 3 of them over 20 makes behind the arc.
They got 5 guys that can knock it down. Shooting 163 of them this year, or making 163. Here's Pippen penetrating in the lane. Nunn out to Hardy. Hardy, bounce pass, broken up, stolen in there by Lightfoot. Try to go to Nunn with it in the lane. And turnover by Barren County. Here's Lightfoot driving against Nunn, throws it up, foul.
Yeah, brought his hands down and actually put both hands on his body as he was trying to elevate. That pass from Cade needs to be an up pass or just a lob instead of a pocket pass, because, as we said, we have such a huge size advantage. Gavin can just go up and get it, but that was the right idea nonetheless.
Lightfoot for 2. The first one is good. Ties it up at 4. 5:46 to go here in the opening quarter. Lightfoot's a 54.5% foul shooter for Warren East. Second shot is on the way, and it hits the front of the rim. Trojans getting some pressure in the backcourt. Weston Shelton fires it across over to Hardy. Down to the corner, Pippen. Pippen back out front. Hardy, right-hand side. Looks over at Coach Warren Cunningham, calling the play out here. 5.5 minutes to go. First quarter tied at 4. Hardy, bounce pass right of the lane. They go inside to Nunn. Back to Bird, goes inside. Follow-away shot, no good. On an off-balance, too. And we got a foul called against the Raiders. It'll be charged to Reynolds, his first and the team's first.
And we don't just have to make it as simple as Gavin go sit down on the post and throw him the ball. That time we got a little bit more action there. We went to our X-Post series, tried to do a high-low dump in, but they'd covered that up pretty well. So Gavin threw it back up top, and Bird was able to get some free throws out of it.
Jackson Bird is only a 47% free throw shooter, 16 of 34 before he made that Kentucky Farm Bureau Matt London free throw. Second one on the way, good again. 6-4, Trojans lead it, 5:24 to go. First quarter here at Warren East. Doyle with a basketball for the Raiders. Hands it off. Here's Reynolds driving, throwing up off the window and in.
Little handoff up top, just got a step by us for their first made 2.
6-6 the score. 5:10 to go, first quarter. Barren won the earlier matchup against East. Here's a long 3 by Hardy. It's in and out. Batted up in the air. Pulled back down, back out to Nunn. Hardy again to the right side. Out to Shelton. He'll pull the trigger. No good. Off high with it. Rebound to Doyle for Warren East. Doyle in the front court. Works against Hardy. Drives against him. Puts it up. Shot blocked by Hardy, and it pinned against Doyle and out of bounds.
Good job defensively deflecting it off of a Warren East player there, as you mentioned, and we'll get the turnover back to us.
And now we get a 1-2-1-1 press by Warren East, but Hardy breaks it in the corner. Pippen, he'll pull the trigger. Yes!
He did not shoot the three very well against them the first time, just 4 of 17. So need to see if we can warm it up from distance.
Riley Dental Group 3-point shot for Cameron Pippen. That is number 28 of the year for Pippen. It's 9-6. Trojans lead it by 3. Breaking the basket and a layup that is good for Doyle. 9-8 the score. Shelton with it for the Trojans. Trojans trying to make a move. It's Shelton trying to go up with a shot, and he's going to be fouled by Barren. Luke Barren will commit his first. That's the team's second. But Weston Shelton at the charity stripe for 2 shots. Shelton 76% on the year, averaging just over 11 points a game. 9-8. Barren County, 4:06 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Shelton's first of 2 on the way. Good. Barren County shooting 67% as a team on the year. 100% right now, 3 of 3 here in the early going. Shelton back to the line. One more shot of the way. Good again. 11-8. Trojans lead it. Half of the quarter gone here in the first at Warren East. Here's Doyle with the basketball against Hardy. Drives it right down the lane. Flips up the shot out of control. And here comes Nunn off to Shelton. Shelton in the corner. Pippen thought about the 3. Gives it off to Hardy. He can't shoot the 3 from the left wing. Goes inside to Nunn. Shot blocked in there, but he got it back and he put it in.
Yeah, it was just deflected enough for it to go right back into Gavin's lap.
13-8. Barren County. 3:40 to go first quarter. Working with it is Barren. Pass deflected and stolen by Pippen. Trying to throw it over the top. Here's Hardy driving to the bucket. Puts it up. It is no good. Follow-up good for Gavin Nunn. That's point number 8.
Quick tap. Good job getting to the opposite side where the majority of the rebounds come from. And just a catch and a tap there for another point for Gavin.
15-8. A 3 from the left wing. No good for Combs. Rebound to Nunn. Trojans coming the other way. Hardy fires it down to Bird on the baseline. Kicks it back up to Shelton. Now here's Pippen with it. Giving it back to Shelton. Deep in the right wing. They go in the corner to Bird. Here's the lob. Knocked down by Lightfoot. Trying to go to Nunn underneath the basket. Stays with the Trojans underneath with 2:59 to go here in the first quarter. Coming in for the Raiders now, Cohen Scott, number 23, a 6'1 sophomore, and number 4, Vance Robinson, a 5'10 junior, checking in for Warren East. It comes out to Hardy, just under 3 minutes to go. Here's Pippen out of the corner, 3 again, yes!
About 2 threes from Cam. 2 Riley Dental Group 3s pushes the lead to double digits.
18-8, Lightfoot with it for Warren East. And they whip it around the perimeter. Here's Doyle, left side, working with his Robinson. Lost it on the baseline. Oh, wait a minute.
Said he was already out of bounds when he knocked it and deflected it off of Warren East player there. That was Jackson who tried to get the turnover for us.
Doyle with inbound a basketball for Warren East. Looking. Gets it in and should have been a walk there. No call. Got Maddox Griggs in the ball game right now, which forced the walk there, but they didn't call it. Maddox Griggs, 5'10", a sophomore. Here's a 3 that is no good. Rebound claimed in there by Pippen. Hands it off to Hardy. Hardy pushing it. Got bumped. Foul here called against number 2. That is Cooper Doyle, his first. And the team's third.
I like that we're pushing the issue and going to the bucket and making them call fouls, and we just throw it away there.
Yep. Turnover by Barren. Left side corner, 3 in the air, no air ball. Taken by Gavin Nunn. Off the missed shot by Robinson. Diagonal pass underneath the pip, and he put it in. What a pass from Hardy.
That's right.
That'd be a highlight right there for a play of the game.
A lazy inbounds pass actually gets a turnover for us, but we go make up for it, get a rebound, and then an outlet pass that didn't ever hit the ground from one side of the floor to the other gets a Warren East timeout.
30-second timeout call by the Raiders. 2:02 to go first quarter. Barren County 20, Warren East 8. Now, that was a beautiful pass from Kate Hardy to Cameron Pippen for that layup on the left side with the right hand. And that's his 8th point of the quarter.
Yeah, even though Kate hasn't scored, who is our leading scorer, we've gotten contributions from a lot of others. None with 8, and you said Pippen already with 8 as well. So
they're the only 2 that scored field goals in the game so far.
Yeah. Shelton, couple free throws, and Jackson likewise.
Yeah.
But I've said it for the last couple games, and I'm going to stick with it. I think, especially in this stretch right here, our tempo and our pace, we just have to continue to run with the basketball and see if we can push it up the floor and get easy buckets.
Yeah. Here's Lightfoot with a basketball for Warren East. Wants to work against Gavin Nunn. Spins in the lane. Flips up the shot. No. Try to flip it over the shoulder. Ball's tapped out, but it's grabbed in the air. And here's Doyle for a three-point attempt. It's off the mark. Lightfoot with a rebound. Put back up. No good there. It was blocked, and here come the Trojans. Here comes Carson Browning in for the shot. They're going to call an offensive foul. He made the basket, but it's not going to count. And that'll be his first and the team's second with 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. Warren East basketball. Carson Browning, 6'4" junior, averaging just under 4 points a game and 4 rebounds. Minute and a half to go, 20-8 Trojans. Doyle with a basketball for Warren East as they work it in there to Barren, and had it blocked on him by Pippen. Here comes Pippen on the break. Bounce pass off to Hardy, stole it away. He should have went for the shot there.
Take it himself there.
Doyle goes in. He walked. There's a shot going on. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, Cam's got to take that himself. Nobody really came to defend him there because they were anticipating the pass. As a ball handler, you got to read that a little bit better.
Doyle, right side of the bucket, and he's looking, lobs it in there to Lightfoot at the right elbow. Gives it over now. Ball slapped away by Pippen, but taken there right before it went out of bounds by Luke Barren. Here's Doyle, long range three, rattles out. Griggs with a rebound for the Trojans. Griggs pushing it, left side of the lane, and he lost it out of bounds.
Our 5th turnover of the quarter. Got to cut down on those.
Yeah.
I know that's been a focus in practice, and it's not something Warren hasn't probably said 20 times in game speeches and in practice.
Warren East basketball, just under 1 minute to play here in the first. As they get rid of it, over to Barren. Out to Combs. Back to Barren, top of the key. He'll send it off left side over there to Anderson, who's in the ball game, and has it blocked underneath the basket there. To grab it is Browning. Here comes Griggs up the right side. Sends it across. Over to Shelton. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Griggs defended out there by Jamar Anderson. Pippen on the left wing. Pippen down to 22 seconds to play. Back over goes to Shelton to the right side. Shelton fakes one way, goes the other. Gives it to Griggs. Griggs out top. It's Browning. Browning back over to Griggs. 13 seconds to go. And Anderson reaching in on him there. Going to have to reverse it back to the right side. Gives it the right elbow. Browning out to Shelton. Three-point attempt is no good. Long rebound comes off to Anderson for Warren East. Desperation throw over the backboard out of bounds. That ends the first quarter of play. So after one, here at Warren East, the Barren County Trojans leading the Warren East Raiders 20-8. And we'll return in 1 minute. This is Trojan basketball on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard-working man.
The Big Willie. It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Back here at Warren East, Kate Hardy with the basketball, gives to Bird, feeds it into Nunn, had it broken away and taken. Up court with it is Reynolds. Another turnover here, and we got a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be on Carson Browning of the Trojans. That his second and the team's first of the quarter. Coming in for Barren County, Wade Compton, 6'1", 155 junior. Comes in for Carson Browning. Warren East basketball, so it comes in the corner to Reynolds. They work it around, try to penetrate. Got a moving screen called against Warren East. And it's on Warner Combs, his first, team's first of the second quarter. Barren County basketball just early here in the second, 20-8 the score. Second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction. Shelton on the right wing. Shelton feeds it in there to Bird. Turnaround jump shot, good from about the free throw line.
Great call by Jackson there. They covered up Gavin and double teamed him, actually, leaving him open for about 10 feet.
Driving with it is Reynolds. Goes in for the shot. It's no good. Bird with a rebound. Off to Hardy. Hardy on the left side. Throws it across. Shelton for three. It's short. Long rebound off on the Compton shot is an air ball. And coming up with it, Warren East. 22-8 Trojans. And we're going to have a foul called on the other end on Cade Hardy. And that's going to be his first and the team's second. Warren East gets Cohen Scott back in the game for Warner Combs. And Doyle looking to inbound. Throws it off in the left corner there to new player. It's James Metter, a 6'4 sophomore. Shot is missed. Hardy with a rebound for the Trojans. Bounce pass off underneath. Here's a reverse up and no good. Follow up good for Nunn. Bird missed the reverse layup, but Nunn was there to put it in, and that's 10 points for Gavin Nunn now. It's 24-8. Driving Doyle and a foul, and they're going to call a trip foul here on Cade Hardy, and that's number 2.
Yeah, back-to-back on him. All they're doing is they don't have a whole lot of offensive identity, to be honest with you. They either just throw it around and end up shooting a three, or they try to spread you out and take you off the dribble.
So Cade has to come out of the ball game. Maddox Griggs is back in. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Trying to work inside there is Barren, and we're going to have another foul. Ooh, I thought he got all ball.
Clean up top, but he says the body wasn't. That's where they got the contact.
Compton, that'll be his first. Number 4 on the Trojans. A little ticky-tack, I think, on that.
Trying to set a record for the number of fouls in a quarter so far. We are in less than a minute and a half. We've already picked up 4 team fouls.
Metter checks out for Warren East. Back in is Lightfoot. Barren missed his first free throw. He'll get the second one here. And it's on the way, and he misses it. Rebound off to Weston Shelton. Warren East 1 of 4 from the foul line here in the early going. Foul on the other end, and let's see who this one's on.
I don't know. Shelton just drove into a crowd there, forced him to call it.
That is on Luke Barren. I've got him for 2. I don't know if I missed one somewhere. Second team foul on Warren East. Shelton, right corner, guarded by Lightfoot, brings it back out front, gives it to Pippen. Oh, Nunn was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
Just didn't see him. Shelton comes out to balance the floor, directing traffic here. Looking for Nunn. Here's a lob down to Nunn. Throws it out in the corner. Pippen fakes the 3, drives baseline, feeds it back underneath to Nunn, goes up strong with it, puts it in.
It's really good offense. They covered up the 3 because he had already hit 2 from the corner there, and the patience for Gavin to get it right back and score again.
Here's Doyle trying to work into Griggs. Stolen away. It's Pippen with it. Pippen taking it. He's going to lay it up and in. Thought maybe he might dunk it.
Yeah, the bench over here was saying, go throw that down, young fella. But he's like, I'm going to take a layup. Thank you very much. Timeout, Warren East.
5:54 to go here in the first half. It's Barren County 28, Warren East 8. We'll take a 30-second break. This is 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Barren County Trojans 28, the Warren East Raiders 8. Barren County on an 8-0 run here to start the second quarter of play. Just looking to see if we add any other scores to pass along, but I don't see anything right now. Glasgow up at Owensboro Apollo tonight, actually this afternoon. Girls game just now underway, and we'll keep you updated on that. Chase Landrum has the broadcast over on WCLU Blue at 103.1 at 1490. So that girls game just now starting up in Owensboro at Apollo.
Yeah, I like the early afternoon starts. Maybe we can talk them into doing the same thing next week at Allen.
That'd be nice.
More of a matinee version.
Yeah, afternoon games are okay. Here's Lightfoot coming out to get the pass right of the key. He'll hand it off out there to Reynolds. Reynolds straight away with a three. No. Rebound comes off to Shelton. Shelton pushing it down the floor. Shelton off to Pippen. He's open. Lets it go. Three. No good. And Nunn trying to follow it up. No good. Rebound to Lightfoot for Warren East. He'll get rid of the basketball to Doyle.
Those are the ones you don't think about. Just catch and shoot, especially when you're that wide open.
Here's a three from the right wing. That's no good for Barren. And Trojans have it coming the other way as Maddox Griggs will bring it up. 28-8. Barren County, 5:12 to go here in the first half. With it on the right side is Weston Shelton. Shelton feeds it to the high post to Bird. Down low is Nunn to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Shelton, long distance three. No. Rebound comes off to Warren East. Cohen Scott. He'll give it to Cooper Doyle. Doyle on the right side, working into the paint. Dumps it off the left side. Barren with a three-point attempt, and he hit it. He's the three-point specialist for Warren East. That's number 39 of the year. Underneath, a layup for Bird. Got it in the lane. Nice move inside there for Jackson Bird. He's got 6, and it's 30-11, Barren County. Doyle with the basketball. Lightfoot will attempt a three. No good. Rebound comes off to Shelton for the Trojans. Weston Shelton cut over to the left. Lobs it down in there to Nunn. Nunn underneath, intended for Bird. Goes off his leg and out of bounds.
It's one of those, you're just being too unselfish, really. You just want to go ahead and use again that height to get another bucket, but instead we get a turnover. Cut down on those a little bit this quarter, about halfway through. Just a dominating quarter so far for us.
Right.
What is it, 3 to 10, 10 to 3 quarters?
Yeah, 10 to 3. Another three-point attempt, this time way short for Luke Barren.
I don't feel like they're doing anything but just throwing up threes.
Here's Shelton penetrating left to the lane, goes up. He got undercut. Yeah, took him completely out underneath.
Lord.
But he gets up.
Good to see him.
That's dangerous right there. That's 2 on Barren. I've got one on need one for somebody else, I guess. We'll check it out here. Weston Shelton's going to be at the free throw line for 2 shots. He made a pair back in the first quarter. And he puts the first one up. It is short. Tyson Miller, 6'7", 190 junior. Going to give Gavin Nunn a break here. Gavin Nunn with 12 points here in this first quarter and a half. And Shelton missed the second shot, but got his own rebound and put it up and in.
Katavian's still not with us today, so we're a little short-handed at the big man position. So Tyson will get some good minutes for us.
Here's Doyle driving, going underneath, putting it up and in. Doyle gets his second basket of the day. Shelton fires a bullet down underneath, intended for Pippen, and apparently goes out of bounds. Went off him, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, we have to figure
off his
out
elbow.
How playing fast looks. It doesn't mean out of control. You have to play fast within yourself, and you can't just kind of pick it up and throw bullets everywhere. You've got to make sure they're catchable and everybody's in the right spot.
Yeah. Here's Doyle trying to penetrate, cut off by Griggs. Back out it comes to Reynolds. Sends it over straight away to Barren. Luke Barren thought about the three, drives against Pippen, goes in the lane, and he walked with the basketball. Good defense by Cameron Pippen. 3:15 to go here in the first half, 32-13. Barren County as Maddox Griggs brings it up for the Trojans into the front court. Griggs out between the circles. Bounce pass off the left side to Shelton. Shelton working with the basketball, looking inside for Miller. He'll throw it back out to Pippen. Right side it goes to Griggs. Griggs pull-up jumper, 15-footer, short. Tapped up, no good. Bird trying to get his own rebound. Got it. Takes it out to the right corner. Now looks and sends it back out around the perimeter. Here's Shelton, left side over to Pippen. Pippen, as Miller sets a screen. Pippen wanted to do a little screen and roll there. Goes inside the lane. Throws it back out right side over to Shelton. Shelton trying to make a move at his defender. Drives the basket strong. He missed the shot. And then Miller gets the rebound. Takes it out to the corner. Barren County keep it alive here. Left corner is Shelton. Shelton driving into the paint. Throws up the shot. Got it.
What a possession there. You had 4 looks at it, and we finally knocked down the last one to put the lead up at 21.
34-13. 2:20 to play here in the first half. 21-point lead for Barren County. Here's Doyle with it on the right side for Warren East. Gets a screen. Now takes it to the top of the key. In the right corner, Lightfoot pulls the trigger. He got it for 3, and there's a foul.
Closed out a little too hard there.
Second 3 for Lightfoot in this basketball game. The foul is on Tyson Miller. That'll be his first and the team's 5th of the quarter. And Gavin Nunn returns to the Trojan lineup for Tyson Miller. Lightfoot. One of 2 at the line here this afternoon. Free throw is up, and it is good. So he gets a 4-point play. You don't see too many of those. 34-17, Barren County. Shelton driving baseline and throws it off to Bird, and he tried to throw it into Nunn, who was breaking down the lane. Turnover, Doyle going around underneath, putting it up, and no good. Rebound off to Pippen. You got a 5-on-4. Let's go, guys. Here's Pippen driving, gets pumped, he gets fouled.
Jump ball.
And a jump ball. My goodness.
One East ball.
That's what Coach Cunningham is saying. Slow down, guys. Slow down.
Yeah. We're trying to play at pace, and that's what we need to do, but you got to play within yourself. When it's not there, pull it back.
They get a 2-point basket on the other end. That's Barren, 34-19. 15-point lead for the Trojans here. Weston Shelton into the front court, over to Pippen to the right side. Pippen looking back out front. Shelton swings it left side over to Griggs. Now Griggs, cross-court pass over to Pippen right away. Lobs it back out now to Shelton. Shelton goes in the middle there to Nunn. Fires it underneath to Bird. Tried to go up with it. Had it blocked on him out of bounds.
He turned and realized how open he was, but when he turned and went up for it, he was dead under the middle of the bucket. And I think he would have been fine to grab it because he shot the ball.
I know.
So we'll mark that down as a turnover.
Doyle with the basketball. And driving with it, going up against Bird. Spin move up and in is Reynolds. He gets his first 2, or actually his second basket of the game. Now the lead is cut to 13. As we're under a minute to play here in the first half, Shelton with the basketball out front for the Trojans. Straight away over to Griggs. Goes inside there to Nunn. Out to Shelton. 3 if it goes. Yes, sir.
Needed that one big time. Our first 3 of the quarter, and stopped a little bit of a run. We were up by 21, and they had cut it down
to 13.
Yeah.
Yep. Down to 28 seconds to go in a half. Reynolds holds a basketball, dribbles it here on the near side. Back over goes to Luke Barren. And now Doyle with it with 15 seconds to play. Doyle against Maddox Griggs. Gives it back to Reynolds. 8 seconds to go before halftime. Reynolds trying to make a move. Drives. Almost lost the handle. Got it back and throws up the shot. No good. Rebound, Gavin Nunn. Heaves it down the floor. That's the end of the first half. Halftime, Barren County 37, Warren East 21. Little even quarter there as Barren County outscored Warren East 17-13 after taking as much as a 21-point lead. Warren East cut it to 13 at 34-21, and it's back up to 16 now after Weston Shelton hits that 3-point shot. So we got a 16-point lead here at the break. Trojans 37, Raiders 21. Back in 2 minutes on WCLU Sports.
mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
21 in this 15th district matchup. Barren County led 20-8 at the end of the first quarter, outscoring the Raiders in the second quarter 17-13. 37-21, 16-point lead, as much as 21-point lead for Barren County in the first half before the Raiders came back at a couple of threes to trim the lead. Looking at some scoring here in the first half, our halftime report brought to you by SCRTC. As we take a look at McDonald's halftime stats for Warren East, 8 field goals in the first half, and they had 3 3-pointers in the first half. They were 2 of 5 from the foul line. Braden Lightfoot has 8 points on 2 threes and 2 of 3 from the foul line. Luke Barron with 5 points. He had a 3 and a 2 and 0 for 2 from the foul line. Cooper Doyle, a couple of field goals for 4. Mayan Reynolds has a couple of baskets for 4 points. And that's all the scoring for Warren East in the first half. For the Trojans, 15 field goals in the first half. 3 of those were 3-pointers. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Gavin Nunn and Cameron Pippin, both in double figures here in the first half. Nunn with 12 points on 6 field goals. Pippin has 4 baskets. 2 of those are threes. Just under double figures, Weston Shelton with 9 points. And he scored 7 of those in the second quarter. Had 3 baskets. 1 of those a 3-point shot. He was 2 of 4 from the foul line. 6 points for Jackson Bird. Had 2 baskets, and he was 2 for 2 from the foul line. So you got Nunn with 12, Pippin with 10, 9 for Shelton, 6 for Bird. Kate Hardy has not scored in the first half. Picked up 2 fouls there back-to-back and sit out most of the second quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned this kind of going into the break there. We had it up to a 21-point lead. They went on a 10-2 run to cut it down to 13. So that last bucket by Shelton was big to push it back to our halftime margin of 16 and give us a little bit of breathing room. But 15 of 34 for the Trojans there in the first half. 44% hit a third of our threes, 3 of 9. They were 8 of 27, 29%. So both teams getting up a ton of shots in a fast-paced game back and forth. They hit 3 out of 13 from behind the arc. So 8 of 27 overall, 3 of 13. So just under half of their field goals were threes. This is a stat that I didn't expect coming in today. They've turned it over 3 times. We've turned it over 10. And that's because, and you've heard Warren say it kind of the background, and we've kind of echoed that. We are trying to push the pace, but we haven't yet figured out when to gear down and kind of pull it out. If nothing's there, we've got to be really solid with it. We tried to force things multiple times, which have led to multiple of those 10 turnovers. Rebounding-wise, we are dominating, 30-8. 11 offensive boards for us, only 1 for them. And a lot of our points, this is not a category we individualize, but a lot of our points, just going 3 of 9 from 3, have been in the paint. We've attacked, We've gotten to the free throw line more than we normally do. We've got second chance points more than we normally do. And you know, they're 1-19. They have their weaknesses, and we just have to take advantage of them, and one of that is their size. They were talking before the game, you know, you think about what their lineup would look like if they hadn't had kids transfer out of here. The Prince kid at Central, the Pettigo kid at Allen County, and I'm sure there's others that they were naming that don't come off the top of my mind. But, you know, these are kids that are asked to step into roles that they didn't expect it to be in necessarily, and they're just playing through kind of a rough season here. But we have to take advantage of it and try to get off of our skid and get our 11th win of the season, and we're well on our way to doing that.
Got a score update over on WCLU Blue, 103.1. Chase Landrum reporting to us. Glasgow Lady Scotties are trailing Owensboro Apollo after one quarter, 14-8. That's part of the girl-boy doubleheader up in Owensboro. Chase Landrum broadcasting that game over on 103.1 FM. 37-21 here. Trojanettes winning earlier, 69-38 over the Lady Raiders to go to 19-2 on the year. And then a busy week next week. Cumberland County at home on Monday night. Girl-boy doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock. We'll be on there at 5:45. John Butler will be along with me for that game on Monday night. Tuesday night, Robert and I will be down at Franklin Simpson for a girl-boy doubleheader. Friday night, Trojans are at home against Ohio County. Then Saturday, we'll travel down to Allen County, Scottsville for the rematch in the 15th District against the Patriots and Lady Patriots. So busy week of basketball next week as the weather is improving. After we get through today, I guess it'll start warming up a little bit, and looking forward to this ice and snow being gone. Get back to a normal schedule, and springtime about, 48 days away? Hopefully it'll be earlier than that.
It depends on what the groundhog says on, is that Monday?
That is Monday, yeah. February 2nd, Groundhog Day.
I can't believe January's already gone and we're 3 weeks away from district tournament. Yeah, that's where we are.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable that we're this far deep into the basketball season. Back with the second half, our third quarter, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Trojans 37, Raiders 21. Back in 2 minutes on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
When trying to find a bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Plant board as we get ready for the second half, third quarter. Trojans 37, Raiders 21. And Barren County going back with the original starting five, and Kate Hardy, Weston Shelton, Gavin Nunn, Jackson Bird, and Cameron Pippin. Warren East will go back with Doyle, Brown, Barron, Reynolds, Lightfoot, and Combs. It's Barren County's basketball to start the third quarter. Shelton puts it in play to Kate Hardy. Now Hardy with a bounce pass in there to Bird. Brings it out, gives it to Hardy for a three. It's no good. Rebound tapped up in the air, grabbed around, and in the lane was Bird to grab it and put it in for point number 8.
We almost tipped it away from ourselves. We had three guys all around it, and we were just tipping it away from each other. Finally, it landed in our arms and in.
Barren County goes to a 2-3 zone. Here's Barren on the left side. Thought about the three against Pippin. Throws it back out to Doyle. They go inside there to Reynolds. Reynolds goes to the bucket. Missed the layup. Gavin Nunn with a rebound for the Trojans.
We go zone to stop those drives, but they still find a way to do it, but just miss.
Cade Hardy getting the screen from Nunn. Goes left side with it. In the corner, Pippin three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Lightfoot. For Warren East, here comes Doyle in the front court with it for the Raiders. Pulls up with the key, backs away. Gives it left side. Luke Barron, three in the air. No, way short. Coming up with it is Gavin Nunn. He was trapped, gives it off to Kate Hardy. Pushing it down the floor. Left side, got bumped, got it back though, goes in and puts it up and in off the window.
Got bumped, just kept going.
Yeah.
I think he kind of actually let up thinking they would call a foul.
Right. Here's Doyle. Spots up, three-pointer, good. Doyle, that's number 21 of the season from three-point land. And the lead is 17 after it briefly was 20 at 41-21. It's 41-24 now. Minute and a half into the third quarter. Pippin with the basketball out top. Gives to Hardy, left wing. Thought about the three. Moves in with a couple of dribbles. Can't shoot. Gives it back out to Pippin. Straight away. Three-point shot. Short. He knew it was short because he's trying to go for his own rebound. Long pass over the defense and a layup in for Lightfoot.
But when you're the guard back and you go for your own offensive rebound, you leave nobody back defensively, and they threw over top of us and took advantage for an easy two.
41-26. Left side is Shelton out to Pippin, back to Shelton. Thought about pulling the trigger, but didn't do it. Gives it back to Pippin. Right side it goes to Hardy. Looking for Nunn. Can't get it to him. There it goes down inside and back out to Pippin. Left wing three. No good. Off to Nunn with a rebound. Back out to Pippin. Shelton straight away three. No good again. Nunn the rebound, puts it back up and in.
We cannot buy anything from three right now, but fortunately we can't miss from two.
Nunn has 14. Lead is 17, 43-26. Spin move as Barren has it partially blocked by Pippin. Here's Jackson Bird in the corner. Shelton up the baseline, goes under and puts it in. Went strong up the baseline there. Shelton gets his 11th point. Timeout, Warren East. Full timeout here. 5:16 to go, third quarter. Barren County 45, Warren East 26. We'll be back in 30 seconds on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Stretch it out here as we not necessarily have to have a running clock, but we want to move that direction anyway.
Doyle with it for Warren East. Right side over to Combs. Back out now to Doyle. Doyle goes in the middle to Lightfoot. Lightfoot lobs it back over to Combs in the corner. Combs picks up his dribble, and it's picked off in there by Nudd, or rather by Bird.
They're right to him.
Yep. Here's Kate Hardy in the corner to Pippin. Throws it back out to Hardy. Gives it back to Pippin on the left wing. Now Pippin puts down a couple of dribbles. Three. Now gets it back out to Bird. Right side it goes to Hardy. Bounce pass down low. Gavin on against Lightfoot. Spins up with the left hand. Come up short.
Short with the left hand.
Yep. Warren East with a rebound coming back the other way. It's Reynolds driving into the lane. Throws it back off to Lightfoot. Thought about a three. Gives it out to Doyle now. Lightfoot, right corner. Back out to Doyle. Goes left side to Barren. Out of the high post, Reynolds works against Nunn. Throws in the left corner. It is Combs for three. No good. Rebound, Jackson Bird. Kate Hardy. Crossover. Goes into the lane. A whistle and a foul.
Grabbed him. Couldn't go anywhere. He was really looking to kind of head to the right and reverse it back to Gavin on the left, I think.
That will be three now on Luke Barren. First Raider to pick up three. They go inside.
Gavin.
Shot no good. And gets his own rebound back up and in. He's got to have double rebounds. He's got to have double rebounds already.
Well, he's gotten half of those just by missing those little chippies and trying to throw it back in. So I'd say he's close.
Barren for three. Pounces off the rim. Jackson Bird with a rebound off to Weston Shelton. He's pushing it. Feeds it off to Nunn. Breaking the basket. Lays it in. 18 for Gavin Nunn.
I asked Gavin when he was getting ready to check in if he was going to do anything today. He looked at me and said, "What do you mean?"
Inside and
blocked it and got it right back.
No, threw it away. Here's Shelton going one-on-one against Doyle in the lane. Got it.
Good little move. Said, one-on-one challenge. I'm going to take Shelton almost against anybody in the region.
25-point lead, 51-26. A long three, but Combs way off the mark. Rebound put back up and in by Reynolds. 51-28. In the corner, Pippen pulls the trigger. No good. Rimmed out. Tap back out. Pippen in the lane. Throws it up and got it.
That time we had guards back from the corner spot. He can go chase his own rebound, and it bounced right to him.
12 points for Cameron Pippen. 53-28. Lightfoot in the lane. Reynolds threw it away. Here comes Jackson Bird. Feeds it back over to Hardy. Hardy with a layup. Good.
They've thrown it to us more this quarter than they have themselves.
27-point lead now for Barren County. It's 55-28.
There's that explosion. See if we can keep it going in the right direction.
Doyle in the lane. Going up around Nunn. A whistle and a foul.
Just brought his arm down enough to make him call the foul. You got a
second foul on Nunn. First one on Barren here in the third quarter.
They list
Doyle, shot good.
They list him at 5'10". I'm not convinced on that, but Gavin had much of a size advantage. He didn't have to bring his arm down to block that shot.
Yeah, he's more like 5'8", I think. And the second shot also good. 55-30. Barren County, 25-point lead. Hardy wants to drive against Doyle. Fadeaway shot, baseline short. And rebound to Reynolds, gives it to Doyle, back over to Reynolds.
If he's 5'10", Kate Hardy's 6'6".
Yeah.
Look at them stand next to each other, right?
Well, they're small anyway, and I guess they tried to nudge a little bit, or fudge a little bit on the heights. Stolen away, Maddox Griggs. Taking it to the hole. He'll lay it up and in.
Another turnover led directly to a bucket, and that's what we were talking about, in the Glasgow game. We were turning it over. Live ball turnovers, giving them directly buckets. That's where we're getting a ton of points tonight.
Reynolds working against Nunn down low. Spin move up with the left hand. Got it, and a foul.
That was a big step to get from one side of the bucket to the other, but another foul on Gavin there, and he'll probably have to check out.
That's three on Gavin Nunn. Going to have a couple of changes here in the lineup. Carson Browning's in for Barren, along with Peyton Janes, 6-foot junior. Reynolds' free throw is no good. Rebound to Janes. Here's Maddox Griggs trying to throw it to the top. It's deflected but caught in the lane. Browning trying to go up. He's fouled. And Metter will pick up his first. Warren's second team foul of the quarter. Carson Browning for two. First one good. Shoots 78% from the foul line of the year. 58-32. Second shot on the way in there. for a couple of Matt London Kentucky Farm Bureau free throws. 59-32, Barren County.
We've doubled them up this quarter, 22-11, and a lot of that's because we've just quit turning the ball over. We had 10 turnovers in the first half, and I'm not sure we've turned it over any this quarter.
We've got a new player in the ball game. That's number 5, DeKyan Austin. And they throw it away into the left corner out of bounds.
We're finally starting to force them into those turnovers. Like I said, they're either throwing that time out of bounds, but the majority of it's been live ball turnovers.
Yeah. Here's Griggs, gives it off to Bird. Leaves it with Peyton James. Bounces down low in there. Spin move and a shot no good for Bird. Crashing aboard Carson Browning. Gives it back up to Hardy. Saves it going out of bounds, and Bird throws it back from back court.
That's a hustle.
Hardy out of the corner for 3. It's no good. And a rebound to Cooper Doyle.
Haven't hit a 3 this quarter. Has been the only maybe negative. We're 0 of about 8.
Here's a three-point attempt. Right wing, no good, but a foul on Maddox Griggs as Scott went to the floor.
The second time we fouled on a 3 today.
So Scott, a 6'1" sophomore at the free throw line for Warren East. First one is good. 59-33. 39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Number 2 is good for Scott. 59-34. And number 3 is good. So all 3 for Cohen Scott. 59-35. 37 seconds to play. Third quarter. Griggs with the basketball for Barren County. Working out front there. They reach in on it. Got a lot of pressure. And timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham. 30-second timeout. These timeouts are brought to you by The People's Bank. 27.5 seconds to go here in the third. Trojans 59. The Raiders 35.
You just got to close the quarter out.
Yeah.
You got to close the quarter out and make sure we sustain. Warren wants to use a timeout right there just to make sure. That's our first timeout we've called all game. Didn't like our setup there, so he called the timeout to make sure we get a good set. And it's not that the game's in jeopardy. Up 4? It's not the game's in jeopardy, but these kind of moments in the quarter situations, different scenarios, you want to make sure this is where we're making improvements. Where no one making sure guys are in the right spot, especially with a couple of reserves in there, knowing everybody's in the right spot to make this play work.
Yeah. Barren County has scored 22 points this quarter to Warren East 14. Comes into Maddox Griggs. We're down to 25 seconds left. Getting pressure, gives it over to James. Back out to Hardy. Gives it over to Griggs on the near side. 17 seconds. Here's Hardy. Feeds it down in there to Browning. Will pump fake. Goes under with a dribble. Puts it up. It is no good, but a foul.
They kind of forced the issue on us. They did a little run and jump, so we probably went a little earlier than we anticipated, looking for a last shot in that scenario.
Yeah. Carson Browning at the line. He nailed a couple there just a little bit ago. This one is up and good. 3 for 3. 78% foul shooter, averaging about 4 points a game and 4 rebounds. 60-35, Barren County. And the second shot also good for Browning. 4 for 4. Cameron Pippin and for Carson Browning, 12.3 as Hardy checks out. 61-35 as we come toward the end of the third quarter. Here's Reynolds with the basketball for Warren East. Gets it in front court and drives it. Ooh, a collision here. Offensive foul. Jackson Bird taking the charge on that one. And it will be on Reynolds, his second, and the team's fourth of the quarter.
Good save there by Jackson underneath.
Comes into Griggs, sends it down the floor. Three-point attempt is no good for Jackson Bird. And that will end the third quarter of play. So after 3, it's Barren County 61, Warren East 35. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter in 1 minute. This is Trojan basketball on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
More quarter to go. It's the fourth quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Trojans 61, Warren East Raiders 35. And it's Warren East basketball to start the fourth here in Bowling Green as Doyle will set things up. I thought he went over and back there. Larry Hammer says no.
Didn't go all the way across.
He didn't go all the way across. He was dribbled, but didn't put his feet in the front court and then back in the back court. Reynolds feeds it in the middle. They give it off to Barren. Now Barren goes right side. Working inside. They hook it off, and it's picked off by Kate Hardy. Kate Hardy for the Trojans. Hooks it off in the corner. Pippen wanted to shoot the three. Drives into the paint. Throws it back out to Hardy. Open three. Lets it go. It's no good. None with the rebound. Back out to Pippen. He'll fire for three. It's off the mark. Threes are just not going down.
We are 0 of 10 this half. We made 10 field goals in that third quarter, but 0 of 8 from 3, now 0 of 10 this half.
And only 3 makes there in that first half from three-point land. We got a foul on the other end, and this one's on Weston Shelton. His first, number 1 of the fourth quarter. It's going to put at the free throw line Luke Barren. He's a 59.5% foul shooter. Went 0 for 2 in that second quarter. He scored 5 points today for the Raiders. The first of 2 on the way, and it rims good. Warren East will send in now. Let's see. Okay, coming out was Austin, and Lightfoot comes back in. Lightfoot's the only senior on this team, and Robinson's the only junior. The rest of the whole team are sophomores.
Really young. As I said, just didn't expect probably to get the minutes that they would because people have transferred out and not there that would be playing in front of them.
As Barren went 1 for 2 that trip. Here's Kate Hardy. Out top, Pippen. Around the right side of Shelton. Shelton looking for Nunn. Can't get it to him. They're fronting him. Here's a lob down underneath the Nunn. Grabs it from Bird, and he puts it in.
That is hard to guard right there. A lob from the top of the post.
Yeah.
You can't really have front and backside help.
Gavin Nunn with 20 points, doubles his average on the season. Here's a long three that is no good for Luke Barren. Offensive rebound inside. Reynolds puts it up and in.
Just their second offensive rebound all game.
63-38. Weston Shelton driving right of the lane in the corner. Pippen for 3. Good!
There's your first 3. 1 of 11 this half, but our first one pushes the lead maybe to our largest, isn't it?
It's 66-38. Yes, that's 28. Luke Barren with it for Warren East. Cut off. Gives it back out to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to get around Pippen. Can't do it. Brings it back out to the left corner. Picks up his dribble. Throws it way back out front on the right side to Doyle. They go in the corner there to Warner Combs. Cross-court pass. A timeout by Warren East with 5:58 as they just made a three-point shot. So full timeout by Warren East. 5:58 to go in the game. It's Barren County 66, Warren East 38. We'll take a 30-second break here on 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports. You missed the girls' game today. The Trojanettes got a 69-38 win over the Warren East Lady Raiders to go to 19-2 on the year and stay perfect in district play at 5-0 with one more district game against the Allen County Scottsville Lady Patriots. Busy week next week. Cumberland County at home on Monday night for a doubleheader. Tuesday night we travel to Franklin Simpson. Next Friday night, Ohio County boys at Barren County. And then the Allen County Scottsville games on Saturday. 5:58 left here in Bowling Green at Warren East in this 15th district matchup. Raiders have the basketball. Trojans up by 28. It's Doyle coming off the screen. Goes into the lane. Off in the corner. Combs. High arching three. No good. And the rebound cleared out by Jackson Bird. Cade Hartley, only 4 points today. Got in foul trouble early, but has made some great passes. Great assist for the senior today. High post Hardy feeds it off, intended for Hardy from Nunn, and it's out of bounds.
Out of that timeout, we were trying to get him the ball, but instead lead him just a little too much.
Hardy's had good looks at the three, just not going down today.
We've had a bunch of good looks at the three, not just many going down at all.
Right. Twisting, turning move inside. No good for Luke Barren. Jackson Bird with a rebound off to Weston Shelton. Pushing it down into the paint. Throws up the shot. No good. And put back up and in by Shelton off the bank as Bird tried to stuff it, didn't he?
He just timed it a little bit, but he was right there at the rim.
And here's Reynolds in the lane. Got it over the rim and in. Reynolds with 12 points. 68-40. Hardy in the right corner. Pippen with it. Pippen feeds it off to Jackson Bird. Down low. Dumps it in there to Nunn. Try to go up. It's partially blocked, but a foul. And I'm going to put this one on Reynolds. That'll be his third. First of the fourth quarter. Gavin Nunn, free throw line. First time this afternoon. The first one is on the way. Good. He's got 21. And now another Matt London KFB free throw for Gavin Bird. Got them both. 22 for Gavin Nunn this afternoon. He's going to check out of the game. Carson Browning back in for the Trojans. Cade Hardy will also check out as the Trojans have a 30-point lead. Maddox Griggs replaces him. Cooper Doyle with the basketball for Warren East. Combs, high arching three, no good. Coming off with it is Griggs for the Trojans. Griggs gets with the basketball to Shelton. Penetrates in the lane. His jumper, no good. Crashing aboard is Luke Barron for Warren East. He'll give it off to Cooper Doyle. He'll bring it to the front court. Doyle, crossover move, goes to the basket, puts it up, no good. Foul on Griggs.
We don't have any help in the lane, and it's really just a one-on-one. They've spread us out. One-on-one, take you off the dribble type offense for Warren East. We need to adjust if we can to concentrate more in the help. They're not shooting the three well either. They're 1 of 7 this half, so it's not like they've got a bunch of shots that have been going down that we need to close out on.
Doyle hit the first. He'll have one more on the way and missed it. Rebound Jackson Bird. He was 3 for 3 before that miss. 70-41. Trojans, 4:18 to play. Griggs with the basketball. Gives it over the left side to Shelton. Shelton gets the screen from Bird. Over to Pippen. Right side it goes to Griggs. Griggs getting a screen from Browning. Dumps it back off to Browning. Goes the bucket. Puts it up and in.
Good strong finish there by Browning.
72-41. Just under 4 to play. Luke Barron, long range right. Throws it way back out to Combs. Back over to Barron. Sends it to Doyle. Doyle trying to penetrate in the lane. It went off of Shelton's shoulder. He comes up with a steal. Shelton to the rack. Lays it up in the. I thought he was going to dunk it.
He tried to see if he could elevate to throw it down. He realized, nope, I better throw it over the front of the rim.
He got it over the front. 74-41. Reynolds up the baseline. Throws in the corner to Combs. Out to Luke Barron. Long range three. Good.
We've gone zone to keep them from driving. We got to close out on their threes, even though that was about 3 steps behind the line. So you kind of just give them that one.
Yeah, that's number 40 on the season for Luke Barron. 74-44. 3:15 to play in the basketball game. Shelton's got it out front. Left side it goes to Pippen. Now Pippen will bring it back out. Gives it to Griggs. Shelton gets a screen. Goes the other way, though. Drives. Throws it up, and no good. Trying to get his own rebound. Goes off the foot of somebody. Here's Browning in the lane. Puts it up, no good. Trying to get his own rebound. It's going to be tied up. 2 Warren East Raiders going there and tie it up. And going to get Peyton James back in. Wade Compton's coming in. And Tyson Miller will check back in for the Trojans.
Jackson has had a pretty good game this afternoon, Cam. Obviously, one of his better offensive games in a while.
Yep. Peyton James, right corner, out to Griggs. Sends it to Compton, back over to Griggs. Griggs trying to penetrate, goes in the lane. One-hander, left-hander, good. A floater there for Maddox Griggs. That's his second field goal. 76-44 Trojans, 2:35 left in the game. Long three, but Barren is no good. Rebound Tyson Miller gives it off to Griggs as Griggs brings it in front court for Barren County. Here's Peyton James penetrating the lane, lost it going up, got it in the rebound or off in the corner for a three-point shot that's no good by Compton. He goes inside, saved in bounds, and Browning there to put it in.
Good job there, just saving it in bounds. I think that was James that saved it in bounds.
Yeah, 78-44. 2:06 to play. Luke Barren, long range right. Out to Doyle. Doyle goes left to the lane. And a pass knocked up in the air, but caught by Combs. Saves it in bounds. There's a three-point attempt by Lightfoot. No good. Rebound cleared out there by Wade Compton. Gets rid of the basketball to Griggs. Griggs into the front court within a minute 47 to play. Peyton James, they go down low inside. Here's a shot put up. No good for Miller. And the rebound taken by Doyle. Ball's down, keeps the dribble going. Did a little curly kneel out there. Working with it, trying to wave through traffic, whistle, and a foul on Tyson Miller.
That foul was just so we could get some subs in.
Going to get Cameron Combs in the ball game, a 5'10 sophomore. Cale Edwards, a 5'11 sophomore. And Briar Bewley in the ball game as well, a 5'9 freshman. Did we get everybody? Or would somebody else come in?
Bewley, Combs, Edwards. That's all.
I think we got it. Yeah. Here's a three out of the right corner, no good. Crashing aboard, Briar Bewley with it for the Trojans. Older brother Bray played for the Trojans. They go in the left corner. Here's a three. It's good.
James.
Peyton James knocking down a Riley Tittle Group three to make it 81-44. And we get a running clock here with the last minute and a half. Inside, flipping up the shot and in is Austin for the Raiders. 81-46. We're down to 1 minute to play. Bewley with the basketball for the Trojans. Off to Edwards. Back out to Bewley. Bewley, right side corner. Combs for three. Good!
Contributions all the way around. A couple guys from the bench there. A couple of reserve guys knocking down back-to-back threes.
How about two back-to-back Riley Dental Group threes there for Peyton James and Cameron Combs. We're down to 40 seconds to go in the ball game. 84-46. Raiders with the ball. It's Anderson off the left side. Three, no good. And a rebound taken down by Edwards. Hands it off to Bewley with 27 seconds to play.
Most points we've scored all year, and ties for the least amount of points that we've given up all year. So you got two positives on either side of it, the most and the least.
Yep, down to 12 seconds and just going to dribble it out here, let the time run down. Barren County will win it by a score of 84-46 this afternoon over the Warren East Raiders as Barren County improves to 11-9 on the season. They'll go to 3-2 in district play. Warren East drops to 1-20 on the year, 0-6 in district play. And we'll return with our post-game coverage in 2 minutes, brought to you by TJ Regional Health as you're following the Trojans on 104.7 FM WCLU Sports.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. a pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Back with our TJ Regional Health postgame report. The Trojans 84, Warren East 46 here this afternoon in Bowling Green as we take a look at the postgame stats brought to you by McDonald's. Barren County jumped out early, 20-8 at the end of the first quarter. 37-21 was the score at halftime. 61-35 after 3. Trojans score 47 points in the second half to 25 for the Raiders and go on to win 84-46. Raiders had 16 field goals, 8 in each half. 5 threes for the game, 9 of 15 for the foul line. They had 3 players in double figures, almost 4. And they were led this afternoon by Mayan Reynolds, who had 12 on 6 baskets. And 10 points for Cooper Doyle, 3 baskets, one of those a 3. He was 3 of 4 from the foul line. Also 10 today for Braden Lightfoot. He had a couple of threes, a 2 of 3 from the stripe. 9 points for Luke Barren this afternoon. He had 2 baskets from 3-point range, a 2-point goal, and 1 of 4 from the foul line. Cohen Scott with 3 free throws, 3 of 3 for 3 points. And Akayan Austin had 2 points for the Raiders. Barren County, 34 field goals, 15 in the first half, 19 in the second half. Ended up with 6 threes for the ball game and 10 of 12 from the free throw line. 22 for Gavin Nunn this afternoon. Had 12 points in the first half, 10 in the second half, 17 for Weston Shelton. He had 7 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. He was 2 of 4 from the foul line. And by the way, Nunn with 10 field goals and 2 for 2 from the foul line. 15 for Cameron Pippin, 3 threes and 3 twos. 8 points today for Jackson Bird. Had 3 baskets, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Carson Browning scores 8. A couple of field goals and 4 of 4 from the foul line. Maddox Griggs scores 4. A couple of field goals. Also a couple of field goals for Cade Hardy. He had 4 points today. Peyton James hit a 3, and so did Cameron Combs. He had a 3-pointer today, and the Trojans win at 84-46.
Some big numbers. Obviously, when you score 84 points, you're going to expect some of those things. But I had us getting up 72 shots. 72 shots tonight is just got me checking my math, obviously. But 34 of 72 for 47%. 23 3-point attempts. Just made 6 of them for 26. But, you know, when you get up 72 shot attempts and you almost make half of them, that's pretty dang good. 16 of 47. So when you look at the shot comparison there, they get up 47 shot attempts, you get up 72. So you make 25, or you shoot 25 more, and you make, 18 more than they do? I'd say that's some pretty impressive numbers. So 34-72 for us, 16 of 47 for them for 34%, 5 of 21 from 3 was Warren East for just 21%. Both teams had 11 turnovers, but I'll say this, we had 10 turnovers at the half. So in the second half, we just had 1 turnover, and that was part of the reason we were able to score 24 and 23 respectively in the third and fourth quarters, and eventually put it over the top to a running clock. But we were able to kind of get a margin and expand that margin, the fact that we only had 1 turnover there in the second half. How about this number? 52 rebounds. We had 52 rebounds to just 17 for Warren East. We out-rebounded a 52-17, 21 offensive boards, and only gave up 2. Just 2 offensive boards to Warren East all night. Talk about taking care of that size advantage, and we definitely did, with Gavin leading the way with 22, and definitely another double-double from him.
All right, we'll come back in 2 minutes with more of our post-game coverage here, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Trojans 84, Raiders 46, around 104.7 FM, WCLU Sports.
Our Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Bank that satisfies, everyone wants more of this. But where do you go to find great savings and friendly service all in one? A Kasasa account at the People's Bank. Kasasa accounts offer high interest, cash back, and automatic savings growth. Whether you open a Kasasa Cash, Kasasa Cash Back, or Kasasa Saver, your earnings will be through the roof. Come see the People's Bank in Cave City or Glasgow and see the difference in savings and service. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the People's Bank for details. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Billy with Southern States Glasgow.
And I'm Lindsay. A lot of people think we're just a farm store.
But we're so much more. From pet food and propane to lawn and garden supplies, we've got what you need every day of the year.
And don't forget the trusted advice, whether it's caring for your cattle, your backyard chickens, or your front yard grass.
Southern States Glasgow, locally owned, farmer friendly, and always here to help.
Southern States, your all-season solution.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back.
From start to finish.
It's not as easy. It's not that easy, Jay. It was good to have a little bit of time off. I wouldn't take a week off, but I thought 3 or 4 days was good for our team. We were under the weather, and it helped with that considerably. And sometimes you need a little bit of a reset, especially if you've been struggling a little bit. And it didn't seem like we got it because practice was a struggle yesterday, and sometimes it's like that when you're off for a few days. And I was a little bit concerned about how we would play today, but for the most part, everybody's been in the same boat. But I was really proud of our guys. I thought we had good energy and good effort from the start, and I thought that continued out. One of the more consistent games that we've played from start to finish, I thought.
Yeah, and you out-rebounded them 52-17 on the boards.
I thought we rebounded the ball really good. Gavin got several. He got several because he missed the layup, and he get it and lay it back in. But I thought Jackson Bird rebounded, and Jackson, that was his best game. And, he rebounded. He scored a little bit. He had some really good passes, but I thought he was really locked in and played really well. We had several guys that did, but I thought those two guys really played well.
You had Nunn with 22. Shelton had 17. Cameron Pippen hit 3 threes for you today, 15 points. Cade Hardy didn't score a lot, but he made a lot of other things happen.
He did, and that's what I just told him. I know he's frustrated a little bit because he missed some open shots and some shots that we're used to him making and that he's going to make. But, some nights that happens and you got to do other things. And I thought he did every other thing and continued to be a good leader. But as you mentioned, I thought Cam got us going there a little bit with making some of those shots early to create some separation. And, it's contagious, just like missing them. Making them is contagious, and it kind of helps everybody else there a little bit. But I thought we got good contribution from a lot of different guys. Carson Browning was very active when he went in there. Maddox and then Peyton and Cam coming in there making threes toward the end. That's good for them. It's good experience for those guys, and we need to get them some time every chance we get.
Well, I know you've got a real busy week next week with Cumberland County on Monday, go to Franklin Tuesday, and then you got Ohio County next Friday, go to Allen next Saturday for another final district game of the season. Not much time to really get ready for Monday night's game.
No, there's not, and we really need to practice some, and we haven't practiced. Yesterday Tay's still not all the way back, but yesterday we had everybody else in practice, and that was the first time in about 2 weeks because before the Glasgow game we were sick and we didn't had 6 guys at practice, 7 guys at practice the day before, and it's just been before that that. We had played Monday and Tuesday, or Monday. We took Tuesday off. We come back, and then we were sick. So it's been over 2 weeks since we've really just sat down and practiced before yesterday. So we need some practice time, and we'll practice a little bit tomorrow. But then we'll come back, and we got several games coming up. So normally you're really worried about getting rest, and we've kind of had the rest. So we're gonna get back after it here a little bit.
Because I know you want some rest before district tournament time rolls around.
Yeah, it is, and right now it's we're not quite to that point yet that you're back on. Hey, let's make sure and get plenty of rest. We do want to, you don't want to practice a long time right now, but it is important. I just told the guys it is important that we come in and continue to work on some things tomorrow. And I don't want to go a long time, but we want to shoot some and get after each other a little bit.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations to you. See you Monday night.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans, they win it by a score of 84-46. Coach's comments brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. Play of the game was Kate Hardy's pass. Remember that long pass? You got to thread the needle
all the way down the floor.
That was a beautiful pass there from Kate Hardy. Even though he didn't score much today, but he made a lot of things happen out there. Yeah. And sometimes you have those days where you don't score a lot.
You just got to play through it, and that he leads us a lot in scoring, but there's days that we need other people to pick us up. And I thought Jackson Bird was really good. He finished just under double figures, but I'd say he had double figures rebounding. Cam was really good today, shooting the ball early, hit a couple threes there in the corner, got us going. Carson came in off the bench, got us close to double figures. So games like this, you just need everybody to kind of do little things, go get to the ball, go chase the ball. You don't get 52 rebounds without actually everybody contributing and really getting after it, going to the ball. So the energy level was really good today. We geared it down in the second half and figured out how to play, try to play fast. And when that wasn't there, we kind of settled down in a half court. But Gavin was clearly the player of the game. He didn't make it to the free throw line very much, but he got a ton of twos, got a ton of rebounds. I'd say he's probably 15. Between Jackson and Gavin, I'd say they had 25 of the 52 rebounds. So good effort tonight for them, and we move on to Cumberland hopefully Monday night at home.
At home. Get a home game.
Time in a long time.
It's been way before Christmas. We had 2 home games in January. Had Warren East and Glasgow. That was the only home games we had in January, so it'll be good to get back home to Trojan Gym. Southern State's player of the game, Gavin Nunn, this afternoon. And our CPC Commodities player of the game was from Kate Hardy.
They turned the lights out.
Going to turn our lights out. I guess we better get out of here, right? We'll finish up and say that we'll be back on the air hopefully Monday night as the Trojans and Trojanettes host Cumberland County. Girls game will start at 6 with the boys game to follow. We'll be on there at 5:45. Again, our final scores in the girls game, 69-38 Trojanettes. Here in the guys, Trojans 84, Raiders 46. For Robert Bauer, Luke Pritchard, and our studio producer, and our PC Live crew as well, this is Jay Turner until Monday night. Thanks for being with us. So long, everybody, from Warren East High School in Bowling Green.